All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Carolyn, Brian the Grizzly, Brandman, Brandon. What is up, guys?
Hey,
Oh man,
hanging out, man. Just hanging out.
yeah. And we got a bunch of people in chat already, which we appreciate. All you guys, Preston, Putin's Cat, the viewer Drew, the Matt Film Show. Who we got else in here? I think Mama Bear just came in too.
And Brandon
Davis.
thank you everyone for joining.
Yeah. So yeah, we're only we started 10 minutes after 9. That's gotta be a new record for us.
Right.
it's the latest I've ever been. I was like, yeah, sorry guys, I didn't get home till like 8:50.
You were the first one on.
Yeah, I'm always the first one.
Yeah.
but usually I'm already here.
Yeah. You guys are talking about a bunch of stuff. Yep. Preston said glad that we watched Gen V. It's super great. Yeah, super great. So we're gonna talk about that a little later today. We are gonna review The Creator, which just bombed in the box office. Bombed.
What did you expect?
Yeah, we knew that. We were saying that.
Yeah.
It was going against Paw Patrol and Saw.
Mhm.
So, and then you have an original story. Yeah, it's gonna bomb. Not surprised.
That Paw Patrol beat it by $8 million is like stupid.
I forgot who was I watching today. Oh no, it was last night. I was watching Movie Time Minute and Kenny Sparks, and they were talking about like box office weekend stuff, and they're like, really? Paw Patrol? I was like, yeah.
Do you not know what Paw Patrol is?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I mean, even without having a kid, I like still knew the importance of or the reach of that thing, because it's just everywhere.
I mean, Sky, Rubble, Chase. Come on, man.
See, the names I don't know.
Yeah, I know all of them.
But yeah, so we'll get into that a little bit, and then I'm the only one that saw the Continental. So we'll probably save that probably for next week. I think that'll be a better discussion to do episode 2 and 3 next Monday. Because I don't know if anybody's watching it. I was hoping episode 2 would have picked up, and it did a little bit, not enough where I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait for this finale. I'm just like, ooh, how's this gonna end? Because like the ending is what is gonna make this a good or a bad show. Because now
it's only 3 episodes, right?
An hour and a half each. Yeah.
Each one. This one was it was an hour and a half.
It was an hour and a half. Yeah.
So you get 4.5 hours to tell a story. That's not
the same as like Ahsoka, really.
More or less. Yeah. So because each episode would be like 3 Ahsokas.
Yep.
Roughly. So 3, 6, 9. More or less. But yeah, because right now I'm still like on the edge, like it could go either way still. Like nothing is persuading me. So I think next week we'll talk about the Continental and do the entire show. I think that'd be good.
There's just so much to watch. I mean, between The Creator and Gen V and Ahsoka and doing all the talks about it, and then the fact that we know Loki's coming out Thursday. I mean, come on. And this is the last episode of Ahsoka. I'm sad. I'm actually sad because I'm not ready for it to end. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
If I don't watch it, doesn't mean it doesn't end. But then again, at 7 o'clock, 7:30, whatever, I won't be sitting there with the TV like, all right, let's go.
Ready to go. Yeah. I'm more worried it's just not going to end well.
Yeah, I really hope they stick the landing. That's like a constant fear of mine. Are they going to stick the landing?
I'm hearing it's excellent. I'm hearing the episode is amazing.
I hope so.
Good.
I hope so.
Yeah,
because if Disney Plus ends Ahsoka on a high note, and then it leads into Loki, which is arguably, there's some people that hate it, but for the most part, I think majority of people love Loki season 1. So you're ending on a high with Star Wars and starting up something else that was one of the best things on Disney Plus for Marvel. It might have like a nice little like, okay, what are we doing now? We're doing some good stuff now. Hopefully,
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see though, but
negativity or surrounding it. Disney Plus. I mean, you still got $1.99 we're talking about. Like
mhm.
$9 a month for the next 3 months. Come on.
Yeah. But what else we got? I just want to kind of view Drew's in here.
Drew, what is up, man?
Yeah, we got Poon's cat, and then also what's we got? Brandon Davis in the house. Mama Bear, what's up?
Hello.
Tony
Yeah.
Robinson.
And then Poon said, need more Andor. That can run like days of our lives. Like forever.
No.
It's a show that runs forever and nothing happens.
Nothing ever happens. All right. No, I don't need more of that.
Mama Bear said not complaining about the dress code today.
That's because Brandon decided to be arms out. That's why he was like, barely has clothes on. Terrible.
Yeah. And we got Tony. What's up, Tony?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys noticed, but all my Funko Pops are all gone. So
yeah,
they're all packed up in my
like
30-gallon containers.
Yeah, something looked a little like emptier than usual.
And I was like, man, I feel sad.
It feels sad. Like a little weird. Like, oh, you got all those slabs back there, man. Like I didn't know you had that many. Damn.
Oh yeah, I got a lot.
Yeah. I wind up getting some more Lorcana cards, that Disney game I've been collecting, and I pulled out a semi rare kind of card. I looked up the price and it's selling anywhere between $50 ungraded to $200 if it's graded.
So the comic book store in Frankfurt does Amazing Fantasies.
Yeah.
They have a Lorcana night every Friday night, and they trade, awesome. They sell, they do all those things. So
yeah, this game is really going crazy.
I think I'm going to start visiting other comic shops other than the Graham Crackers, which I love, a couple blocks away from where I live. But I just want to start. Yeah, I really like that one. And I'm going to start a box here finally this week now that I'm pretty much almost caught up on everything. But I think I just want to start exploring more throughout the city. And just actually been doing like kind of like a deep dive into like more like obscure Dark Horse comics like Hellboy and the original Matt. Yeah,
Spawn is amazing. The one Dark Horse. Oh my god, come on.
I think I've touched on this in the past, but I started reading like a lot of the Mask graphic novels, like the ones that from like the
right here.
I did start collecting that too.
The Stranger Things one.
Yeah.
The one with the turtles.
Yeah, the Turtles crossovers. They're doing Turtles Stranger Things. They're doing Turtles Street Fighter right now. Yeah,
Power
like
Rangers.
A bunch of crossover. Power Rangers.
They did, I think they did Ghostbusters. I could be
wrong. They did do Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
They did do Ghostbusters. But yeah, I started collecting like some of the Mask graphic novels from back in the day. Has anyone read those?
I've seen them. I haven't collected them. I haven't.
Dude, they are freaking crazy.
Yeah, no, you talk about crazy. That's when you talk about the boys. The boys comic books. I have maybe 15 of them. And what the F? Like, it's nuts. Like, you think Gen V is crazy? You think the boys is crazy? That ish is, I mean, I'm like, dude, I don't even know if I feel right looking at this. I'm like, I don't know if I can go to the next page.
Well, yeah, Garth Ennis created it, come on.
Yeah. That one, when I read that after season 1, and I was like, feel good because I think they're going a different direction, but also I was just like, holy.
They just go crazy.
They did. There were elements of the boys' comics that they did kind of water down, which is saying something, or tone down.
Yeah.
Which is saying
the Mask. The artwork looks crazy,
dude. They are crazy. They really friendlied it up for the movie. Probably for the best. Kind of curious to see if they ever made like a Mask reboot movie. Would they pull the trigger and go that crazy?
That'd be awesome. That is pretty cool looking stuff, though.
Yeah, it's like next level insane.
Yeah. I can see though Jim Carrey did a pretty good job, but I mean the dude's like smile is just like massive.
Yeah, but I thought it was like supposed to be darker.
Oh, they are.
It looks darker. He has a lot of pictures of shooting guns.
Yeah, he goes on like murder sprees and stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Basically, if it's like Tex Avery cartoons meets basically meets Freddy Krueger, or just like some like horror villain who goes on a murder spree.
That's very similar to The Boys.
Yeah.
I've been actually reading the Silver Surfer Ghostlight.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's that new one, right?
Yeah, it's the one that came out February, whatever. But I got all the I actually have 5. I think I have 5 of them now.
Is it good? Because I read the first 2 and was kind of like, okay, and then I just kind of stopped.
It's interesting. It's fine. It's cool seeing another black character, but they could have done more. They could do more.
Yeah,
and that's kind of why I'm like, all right.
It's like a character from back in the day that they brought back, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I just felt like not enough was happening for me in the first.
Because nothing happens in the first couple. Yeah.
So, but I was expecting at least like a big gotcha.
No, this is an introduction to the character.
Yeah,
that's what most of it is, and I'm just like, okay.
But
then I got this today.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, nice.
So,
what storyline is that one?
It's the Kang Dynasty.
Oh,
that's the one that's supposed to be following some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. So, got that today. So I'm gonna start looking through this. I heard it was great.
Yeah, it's one of those like classic kind of, not classic, but almost like classic, I guess, like storylines.
I mean, he's gonna destroy the Earth, and this is kind of what we're going towards right now in Marvel. So,
yeah. Real quick. So he said, viewer Drew said, excellent news. I just pre-ordered the 4K Blu-ray Steelbook for Transformers: Rise of the Beast. This may sound crazy. I still haven't watched it yet.
I'm actually I'm supposed to be getting it in 10 days. Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting it October 12th, I believe.
I'll give it that the Steelbook looks pretty awesome.
It does.
The Steelbook looks pretty awesome. But
it does
for me to buy it.
That's because you're a hater. Transformers hater.
I'm a lover. I love it too much to see it be ruined.
Movies hater. It's like the only thing I see you hate on. Like, you don't hate on a lot.
You should have seen me yesterday.
Most stuff.
You should see me yesterday, and I was in the chat because I was like editing and stuff last night. And I was in the chat with on Movie Time Minutes channel, and they brought up Storm from X-Men, the Halle Berry Storm, and Ken was like, he's like, he's like, for what they did, she was fine, but she wasn't a good one. And then and then I just went on a rant where I'm like, I almost left the damn theater. Like, Cyclops was not a leader. Like Rogue was trash. Like, Wolverine not knowing Sabretooth was stupid. Like, I went on this rant. I'm like, that movie sucked. And I'm like, and I will never forgive Bryan Singer for ruining the first on-screen appearance of the X-Men.
Bryan Singer hates any character whose name is not Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which sucks, because I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt because he showed he could handle ensembles with The Usual Suspects. So when I heard that he was directing, like, back when I was a kid, I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, it wasn't like, I thought it was cool at the time for what it was. We hadn't gotten too many superhero movies. And then when it sunk in, I'm like, why was it like just the Wolverine show?
Yeah. After that first one, that's what it became.
Yeah. They just like, he's a cool character, but he's not the only cool character. That's what we love about X-Men. There's tons of cool characters.
I think is that the only good movie that Bryan Singer has done is The Usual Suspects, right? Because I can't think of anything else. Superman Returns was trash.
Yeah.
Did Bryan Singer do Supernatural, the entire TV show?
Did he have something to do with that?
I feel like he did.
Mm-hmm.
No. I know that was Bobby Singer.
What? Yeah, I was like, there's a character, something.
No. Bobby Singer is based on the guy like who actually brought in. Bobby Singer is actually the creator of Supernatural.
Yeah. Also, I know we're gonna get into a little bit later. The showrunner from Supernatural, I believe is the showrunner, or if not, but he's a part of Gen V.
Eric Kripke, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's the showrunner for Gen V, but I know he's a big part of Gen V.
He's a writer for, I believe.
Yeah.
Because Robert Singer, which is Bobby Singer, is one of the people that came up with Supernatural. So
yeah. I'm looking at the stuff he's done, and I don't. Lions Den, Public Access, like The Usual Suspects. Yes, good. It says he did App Pupil, which I did enjoy that, but also you're taken from.
Didn't he do Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah,
he directed Bohemian Rhapsody,
which is a unbelievable movie.
It's super, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. Although they were trying to hide him, because they replaced him with Dexter Fletcher.
Yeah.
Later on, because of all the allegations on Bryan Singer.
Yeah, but I think Singer still got the end credit though.
He did.
Yeah. One thing I will give the X-Men movies, I can't deny their influence on on the comic movie genre. They were pretty instrumental in kind of making it what it is today. At least the first two that he did. And then the quality, of course, kind of wavered after that.
Yeah.
But
right. When they all wore just like paintball outfits, I'm like, what?
They didn't want to use the
biker outfits.
Ones.
Yeah, biker outfits.
Yeah, black leather. Well, that's when the Matrix was all the rage. So black leather was in.
Yeah. I remember watching the first one, and there's a scene towards the end when they all get like suited up, and Wolverine as Cyclops. He goes, "Oh, what's up with all the black?" And he was like, "Oh, what you expect? Colorful
yellow spandex."
Yellow.
Yes, I fucking do. Like, you're like, it's like you're almost like making fun of the fans for being fans.
It was very evident Bryan Singer hated the comics. There was those rumors that he even banned the comics from the set, and Hugh Jackman had to sneak them on set to read them.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. He did not like the content that he was put in charge of, and
was it? I think it was Kevin Feige that actually was sneaking in the comics, from what I heard, because Kevin Feige was a big producer on the movie.
Okay, yeah, maybe I had it wrong.
No. Like, he was sneaking in the comics because Bryan Singer banned them, like you said. And the rumor was Kevin Feige was sneaking them in to Hugh Jackman and a few other the characters who wanted to catch up on the character they're playing. So.
Boomscat said also underwear was optional on set.
Well, considering it's Singer, you'd think those would be banned too, right?
Yeah. Well, he did spend 3 months on Superman's crotch in the movie, just making sure it's perfect, which was weird. That's a rumor. Again, rumor. But that's a big rumor. I heard a lot that he spent 3.5 months on making sure it was great. Because then the big thing was what's it? Christopher Reeve never needed that. That was all him. It was like,
I just hate the fact that Storm Aurora was supposed to be the best character for me, and the fact that I didn't get anything like what I was supposed to get, the power that I was supposed to get.
Yeah,
I'll never forgive that. So that's just me.
Yeah,
ruined it.
So many characters just disrespected.
Yeah, I thought Rogue was complete trash.
I don't even want to go into that. Oh,
hated it. But that. So you say I don't hate on everything. There's things I hate on, and that was I was on that hate train before everyone else was on that hate train though. Because by the time X3 came out, people were like, "Oh, this sucks." I was like, "Yeah, you know what? It sucks 2 movies ago too. You just we're like, ooh, look, claws." I was like, no, it sucks.
Yeah. We were easier to please when it came to the comic genre.
Exactly, because you didn't have anything else.
Storm didn't take 2 minutes to warm up. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, it used to piss me off. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
She's taking 15 minutes as it warms up, like in the microwave, and like she's trying to
She's
figure out what
sitting
her
there
powers are. Yeah. Hold on, you're in trouble in a second. Just wait. Here we go. Oh my god.
We got Perp in the house. What's up, Perp?
Herb.
What's going on, Perp?
And then we Kevin Davis said people complain about original films coming to theaters. See a film like The Creator bomb at the box office. Yeah, you know, you're like, I want more original things, and then here it is, and
then they don't pay for them. They don't support them.
It's also, I mean, great acting. I mean, the actors were good, and
that's
when you do those, and they have great ones in there, and you don't want to pay attention to it. I shake my head. You know, what's the point? What's the point of putting out good content if people don't want to go see it?
Yeah. The story, like we'll get into it, but like the story was like being criticized, where like it's not original. I was like, it's original enough. Like it took an idea that is not a new idea and kind of ran with it and did their own thing with it. You know, but
they did a lot of good things with it. And, you know,
like we said,
I did feel like I was watching Golden Child.
Yeah, like we said in the past, it's all about the execution.
Yeah.
You know,
John David Washington is a treasure. He needs something to behold. He is really.
He's got a long career in front of him.
Yeah. I was ready to fight with somebody on Twitter, and then I realized I'm on Twitter, so I'm like, yeah, never mind. But he goes, oh look, y'all want to complain about like John David Washington being a possible option to recast T'Challa. They're like, look at this movie, he sucked in it. I was like, what fucking movie did you watch, bro? I was like,
dude, he's amazing.
He was great in that movie.
He's amazing in the movie. I don't know what the hell. Some people just don't like stuff. They don't like people. You know, like their opinions are so stupid. It's so beyond. You just like, all right, well, I'm not gonna have a conversation with you, because opinions are about conversation. You say something and you just want to have a conversation about it. And when you go so far to the left field, it's hard to even have the conversation. You kind of ruin it.
Yeah. Most people don't know what they want. Exactly. Exactly what they want. Here, cue music. Da da da. Lightning forms with the.
Here we go.
That's it for a bit. Yeah, and a lot of people just want to complain.
Yeah,
that is true.
It's ludicrous. It has to be exhausting. You know, I'm not necessarily saying, oh, you have to like everything, but you know, the line kind of blurs when you legitimately don't like something and you're just hating just for the sake of hate, or jumping immediately to hate.
You could dislike something.
You could,
It doesn't have to be hate. Like, I mean, I have different opinions than other people, right? Just have some basis for your opinion, and not just be because I just don't like it, and have it, you know, don't have a sexist opinion, don't have a racist opinion, don't have opinions that are based on hate, about miseducation and ignorance. If you're not having that and you don't like something, you're fine to have it. That's when the conversation can start. But when you don't have those opinions based on facts and reality, then it's like, how do I have a conversation with you? Why do I have a conversation with you? Yes,
you're saying crazy shit to say crazy shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's annoying. Also, so Kevin Davis also said the Taylor Swift concert film will do decent at box office.
Oh my god!
They're saying
people are going to droves. Yeah,
they're saying 100 to 125 million.
Did you? It's just her concert being filmed, right?
Yeah.
There are so many people that are going to go see this movie. It's just her concert. Like you see on HBO, we see on HBO all the time. There are people that are taking off work.
Yeah,
to make sure they see this.
Yeah,
and tickets are sold out for weeks.
Yeah,
I believe it.
It's gonna make so much damn money. Yeah.
I believe
it's just a concert. The new one that Beyonce announced is going to be kind of her concert of her last concert from the last tour, the last show, plus like some behind the scenes stuff, which is kind of cool. So it's like you get the actual show plus like a lot of BTS. I'm like, that's cool. Yeah. She has one dropping too.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be different, and obviously you can go see both, but one is just a concert, so it's like you're there, and then Beyonce's more of like a documentary concert kind of style,
Mhm.
I think so, which is pretty cool.
I haven't read any of the message boards or comments about it, but I'm sure people are accusing Beyonce of copying Taylor Swift. Even though I don't think this is the first Beyonce movie to be in theaters. Or am I wrong?
No, this is not the first time they've done this for concerts and
For concerts in general,
in
but
general, like
like
all the time.
yeah, I'm just kind of more or less predicting what people are probably saying on message boards or on
It's not
Facebook.
as bad. That's what I was thinking was going to happen too, but I don't think it's as bad because usually I think a lot of people who like one like the other, but I don't know if the carryover is like that much.
Yeah, I mean they're the same. The Beehive and Swifties and all that stuff. It's like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. They were talking about that on the John Campea show today. It was like these 4 grown men talking about Beyonce and Taylor Swift, but
I don't hate on Beyonce because she got more money than I can imagine.
Yeah. I think I'd prefer Beyonce over Taylor Swift.
I mean,
yeah.
Look at me. Wow, do I look like I want to watch Taylor Swift?
Just I definitely favor Beyonce to the two. Just
I pretty don't. I don't want to watch Beyonce either. But the fact that the people are comparing her to Michael Jackson drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Like I remember going to so his last concert in England. We bought tickets and we were going to fly to England to go see his last concert, and he died right before it. It broke our heart, but literally, he's the type of person that you touched and people are falling out in different countries in the middle of like Africa. Like people knew who Michael Jackson was in there. So that's just, I don't know, man. Crazy.
But everyone's talking about Beyonce right now. We got one. Did I miss you guys watch Henry Sugar? I didn't. I heard it was good though. I do want to watch it now.
I didn't. I'm probably gonna watch it. Myself. Yeah.
Yeah. The Beyonce concert will do better once it hits streaming Netflix or Disney Plus. Probably Disney Plus. I can see that for sure. But I think it's gonna do okay enough. I mean, Beyonce's got a lot.
There's nothing else coming out, and the Beehive will go and see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys not watch Swarm?
Yeah.
Swarm still to this day infuriated me.
Got it.
I don't think I've yelled at the screen like that in a long time.
I don't think I walked off on something like that. I was playing on my own TV. Instead of turning it off, I just walked away. I left.
Hey,
you know what? You stay. I'm leaving.
It says the Russ got a concert-esque movie in theaters, which is more impressive considering he's completely independent. I didn't know that.
Me either. But that makes sense.
That might be why. If he's completely independent, then the marketing is probably not as big.
Well, because no one has marketing like Taylor Swift and Beyonce.
It's true. It's true. Travis Scott also had a movie come out to promote his album. I didn't even know about that.
I had no idea.
I don't like Travis Scott's music that much, so.
I don't dislike him, but his Goosebumps song kind of messed up the Goosebumps trailer for me a little bit. kind of detracted from its quality. Don't mind the guy. Could have done without that.
There you go. The Matt Film Show. The only concert movie I've seen and loved was Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
That is it, or this is it.
I did like what was the Metallica one?
Walker. I've seen so many things. I mean, I remember when Scream came out. I think we talked about this before. It was like an event. People had to be by the TV on ABC to see the video with Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson. Like,
that was every Michael Jackson single.
Yeah,
he made Thriller.
They were events
from Thriller to that. Yeah, it was just. But yeah, this is it. 2009.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally, right then, I remember we were literally going to England. We ended up going anyway, but the concert was the whole reason it was going to be that crazy.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, not bad. Buy that on 4K if you're a big Michael Jackson fan. Black is King. Always saying Black Scenes, a good visual album deserves more recognition. Mm.
I have
not watching any of those broads.
You better watch out. You can't just say that. You can't say that, bro. Man, someone will come through your walls. You were talking about Beyonce? Like,
yeah, oh my God, you're not kidding with that.
Run through the house. It must be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, Xavier. Any artist in this day and age being compared to Michael drives me crazy.
It's stupid. Like, literally, there's nothing. People were crying at concerts because they almost touched them.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't remember the call. So right now, like Taylor Swift is, I believe her concert is the most like profitable concert like ever.
Yeah,
like,
because you're paying $700, $800 for nosebleed seats.
Yeah, at least that much money. At least if not
to get in the building.
But that's why I was like, if that cost that, I'm not sure how much Michael Jackson tickets cost back then.
They weren't there. So as I said, we bought tickets in England to the concert, and getting in the building was going to cost us $150 each. And that was a lot of money.
That's a lot, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's not
$1,500 for one ticket. Like, not talking about like box seats. We're talking about nosebleed 400 last row seats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's profitable, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Said Brian Better go and see Exorcist Believer this weekend. He's like, I'm gonna be in my bed, warm and comfy.
Oh man, like, you know, it's funny though. My wife really wants to go see it, but I was like, "Do you really want me to go with you?" And then like not look at the screen the entire time. Like, come on. There's only a few things in this life that I'm afraid of, and The Exorcist, Possession, that's definitely on top of that list. So yeah,
it looks good, man. It looks good.
And the other one has to do with
so did the last two Halloween movies.
That's true too.
Sorry, Brian. I didn't mean to interrupt you, man. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say Butterfinger Man. That's the other thing I did. I don't do that. Nope. Too many
Butterfinger Man
and stuff. Yeah.
Chocolate Man.
Hey,
Hershey Man.
As long as you don't say the words, because if you do, I'm leaving.
Sweets Man.
Yeah. What do you say in Spanish? How do you say in Spanish? Does that count?
We'll see. And if all of a sudden I leave, you know.
You have to see Sign of the Times. I don't think I've seen that one either. Watch Sign of the Times. Is that this weekend?
No, Taylor Swift, I believe, is next weekend.
I think so.
I think it's
Exorcist. I think is this weekend. Upcoming.
I think Exorcist is this weekend. Yeah, I think you're right.
I know it's Friday the 13th and all that other stuff. I believe Taylor Swift comes out the 12th of October.
Yeah,
Thursday the 12th of October. Yeah.
Too bad I can't just get Exorcist Believer on. It's not going to be on Peacock, right?
No, I don't think it's going to be. I think it's actually going to do well in the box office, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it will. It's Halloween season officially. I just I don't have too much too many high hopes.
If All X made $18.3 million in the box office, Exorcist Believer is probably going to make more than that.
Well, Exorcist Believer is going to make a lot of money. I don't think it's going to be that good.
I'm hoping, man. Stop putting it out there. It got to be good. It got to be good. Because if it's not good, then I think the franchise is over, man.
No, did you see what she said?
Who's that? Yeah, I'm talking about the. I saw what she goes as a broad. I'll let him address them as broads. So you got the Mama Bear stamp of approval.
Broads is a thing tonight. I like it.
Yeah, no, I still can't say that. No, it's too much estrogen in this house. I ain't going.
I think you do. Know what Sign of the Times is? Don't you? Because you just respected it like that was trash. Who said that?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Sign of the Times is. Do you guys know what that one is?
No,
because you just disrespected it like that.
I was talking about the Sign of the Times. Like right now, you can't disrespect the stuff because you know what's going on.
Well, I thought you meant Sign of the Times was like a movie or something. Because you said go watch Sign of the Times. Yeah, have you seen? You have to see Sign of the Times.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Yeah. I'm a bigger Prince fan than Mike.
I can't hate on you. I can't hate it.
Great argument.
I'm not it. I think Prince is a better musician. I think Michael Jackson's a better entertainer. I'm a Michael fan more than I am a Prince, but I appreciate Prince. And Purple Rain, come on, bro. I can't hate on Purple Rain.
Yeah. All the behind the scenes kind of drama and arguments kind of thing, those are great because there's whatever concert, or was it a show or something like that, where Prince was in the crowd and Mike and somebody else, I forgot who the other artist was on stage, and he calls Prince. He goes, "Oh, Prince is out there, bring him up." And Prince's bodyguard just lifts him up, and Prince is getting carried to the stage, goes out, and then I forgot what happens, but Prince got pissed. And he's like, "Oh, he set me up to mess up." Oh, no, he was doing some shit, and then he went to go swing on a light pole, and it wasn't attached, so it he fell, and I think he left or something along those lines. I don't remember the great detail, but I know Prince was pissed at Mike for that. Hey, he blames him for you set me up kind of thing. So,
don't get me wrong. I don't put it past Mike for setting anybody up, because Mike was competitive as hell.
Yeah. Yeah,
he was super competitive. So I don't, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, the Prince concert. Okay. What? Oh, yes. I know. Okay. Sign of the Times. The Prince concert. Dude. You're still comparing it to. Look, Michael Jackson's concerts were things of legends. They didn't have stadiums big enough, so they put him in these big, huge fields. He could do Woodstock stuff by himself, and all of it will sell out. That's so. I always feel entertaining wise, I feel like Michael Jackson's a better entertainer. But there's no one who's a musician like Prince. Be able to pick up anything and just be able to play it. No one does that anyway. He could do everything.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah.
He could play his entire ensemble. Everything you want to talk about. I play a lot of musical instruments. And the stuff that he's able to do, pick up and just know, is amazing. Yeah.
So in 1983, Michael Jackson, James Brown, and Prince. I don't know how the stage handled all that talent. The stage just combusted.
That's because Michael Jackson loves James Brown, so it doesn't matter. He'll probably he'll let him do it. And that 1983, isn't that before Thriller?
Ooh, I don't remember.
Wasn't Thriller in 83? Maybe
might be 82. No, Thriller's 82.
Okay,
it's 82 because it has to be if you're going to be on that concert. Because Off the Wall was a great album, but it wasn't Thriller. So yeah.
I'm trying to look. I know before Purple Rain was released,
November 30th, 1982. That's when Thriller came out.
Go look that up. It just said Michael Jackson, James Brown, and Prince on stage, 1983. Yep. Cool video to go watch. All right, sorry, I lost track of everything.
Yeah,
James Brown. Yeah. Mike and Prince. Yeah, Prince is a diva. Prince got pissed off. I remember with that. He went to go dance on a pole, on light pole, and if I would get pissed off too. But what the hell?
Yeah, but he shouldn't even be on the stage dancing like that. He should just be the musician part.
He was shredding the guitar. He's a great guitar player.
He's an unbelievable
guitar player. But I know
he's not just that though. He could play every instrument. He could just pick it up and know how to do it. He's amazing.
Yeah. So he's happy for MJ. He has the better jams.
I agree too, but it's hard for me. I feel like because my bias. It's hard for me to say it, but I feel like Michael is better. Michael's
got more number one hits.
He's the performer. Remember when Remember the Times came out and they were talking about black people being in Egypt? Blew my mind. Literally blew my mind. Eddie Murphy, Iman, Max Johnson. I remember when it came out, I was like, really? This is crazy. So Michael Jackson did a lot of different things that people didn't like, and he still did it because he was Michael. Because what you gonna do? He was like, "What? Feeling froggy jump?" Like, what are you gonna do? You don't get that kick in the face. And then you go, hee. You can't get mad at someone after they did that. Come on.
After they do Moon walks away.
And Moon walk away like.
Oh man. Sometimes it's a Prince concert. What the hell?
Yeah,
I had no idea. I might have to
Yeah.
check that out now. What else we got? We got Loki Cave in the house. What is up, man?
Yeah.
Hey,
Low-key. Can you imagine? He said, can you imagine Michael and Prince doing a concert together?
Oh man.
Can you, or not even a concert, an album together? It would sell. It would have sold so well. Obviously, it'll be a lot of sales now because they're not here with us. So that would be kind of crazy. Goes back to that, but them together would. I don't know a person alive that wouldn't buy that album.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably own 5 of them.
All the different versions and all the cuts and all that.
I'll buy the album. Like I'm the actual like album part. I'll buy the CD. I'm buying the 8-track. I'm buying the cassette.
Yeah.
I'm buying all of them.
Loki said MJ made a music video, a movie, bro, transformed into a car.
Dude, we talk about he transferred to a spaceship. Moonwalker,
yeah.
guys. Moonwalker. I mean, smooth criminal. And then the kid try to break in. He gawks out and he disappears and turns into a spaceship. Come on, man. I told you I got Moonwalker on bootleg, right? Not bootleg, on VHS. I taped it off the TV.
That one's kind of cool. Yeah.
I was watching that and Last Dragon every other day.
Speaking of how egotistical and self-serving it is of Jay-Z to have a museum after him and shaped in the way it's shaped like a biblical temple.
I mean, I think you have to get that big. You have to believe that about yourself. And who's going to tell Jay-Z you're probably not even the top, not a top 5 rapper? Yeah, I said it. Not even a top 5 rapper. I mean, all time, but come on, that's still.
Wow.
See if you start an argument.
I don't know. I don't know anybody who's into Jay-Z that much. That would actually argue that. It was like, no, he's top 5. I don't know anybody that.
Jay-Z's the best businessman of all of them.
Yeah, he's an excellent businessman.
Nas the better rapper. Tupac was better. Biggie was better. Eminem's probably better. I'm just being honest. Just off the top of my head,
Yeah.
I like Rakim. I think Rakim changed the game. But Jay-Z's there. He's right there. As far as a businessman and knowing how to do his stuff the right way. Come on.
Yeah.
There you go. Hov is a goat.
Hov is a goat. And then the Jay-Z definitely top 5. He's not number 1 though.
I don't know. I mean, I
not number 1. I don't know if he's top 5. Like you said, like everyone you just listed. That already puts him like out of the top 10, maybe.
I always put Nas in front of Jay-Z. I always thought Nas was better than Jay-Z. And Eminem. And I mean, you can argue Jay-Z's 5, but I like Rakim more than I like Jay-Z. That's just me. But he's right there. He's right there, so I can't argue.
They said Jay-Z makes better music.
That's because he had
pylons in here, like what?
Because he had Kanye doing all his beats for him.
Yeah.
If you're making Kanye might be one of the greatest producers of all time.
I was just going to say that. Say what you will about the dude, but he's like one of the greatest producers ever.
Yeah, he's crazy, but he's.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all find Jay-Z attractive?
Well, in no way, shape, or form can I even answer that. But no, I'm good. No,
okay.
Kanye's better than Jay-Z.
But who said that?
Brandon said that. Brandon Davis.
Oh.
Jay better than Jay. I don't know if Kanye believe that.
I've never given that too much thought, to be honest.
Oh man, I don't think anyone believes that.
Is that the Eminem propaganda continues?
Eminem is amazing. I don't care. Whatever. I don't care.
You saying Jay-Z reminds him of Mr. Glass from Unbreakable?
I thought you were gonna say Joe Camel.
Joe Camel
from the cigarette ads.
I didn't think.
Hey, you know, it's funny. I can say all that, dude. He could crush me with his wallet.
Oh, dude, yeah.
It's like, he was like, I'm a multi-billionaire. Shut up. You had me at hello, sir.
All right. I don't know how we got onto this.
Right.
I love.
You can't say Denzel was attractive.
Denzel's 66 years old. I could say nothing right now. Say he's old right now. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
You know.
It's the
I think My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is one of the best albums of all time. I love it. I could listen to it all the way through, but I don't know. I could think of better albums overall right now. I could say the Fugees, the score is almost perfect. You know, Lauryn Hill. Come on. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is probably the greatest album I've ever heard.
It's a really good one.
Illmatic is Stillmatic. Come on, man. Like, if you're really going through that, come on. We could go after it. We could talk about some stuff.
That Kanye is not a lyricist.
Kanye is a great producer.
Like that. There you go. Mama Bear said, I'll say
Denzel's attractive. Yeah. I'm not going to argue with you either. I mean, he was the level
from 30 days.
Yeah, he's a level of attraction, and it was higher than anyone else I've seen.
Here comes Travis. It's like, I thought you guys were talking about actual Eminem characters. You know how much money that would make if like Eminem like I don't know, like worked with Eminems and like just we got like all the different rappers like
Jay-Z works with Joe Camel, and then
that's hilarious. You think about that, but as soon as like the picture ran through my head, I'm like, that's funny.
Oh man, I mean, how much can you really hate on Jay-Z? He got Beyonce, like he has billions of dollars. He has everything you could think of. Like, come on, man. I can't really hate on that. But I just don't think he's my top 5.
I can see Beyonce with an Eminem character over Jay-Z. Oh yeah.
You don't want an Eminem looking like Jay-Z. Come on. Just don't want that.
The age doesn't affect attractiveness for the man. Ernie Hudson is still fine. Hey, yeah, Madman is old.
Hey, you know what?
Looks like he's aged all of 2 seconds since Ghostbusters 1.
It kind of did. A little bit of gray, and that's it.
I always thought a young Ernie Hudson would have been perfect for Blue Marvel.
Oh, man.
Being Adam Rozier, like he would have been perfect. I always thought that. I was like, man, I love that.
Ernie Hudson is like very like big, you know, very broad shoulders, very like, you know, just like, yeah, that'd be he's got a body made for like a superhero kind of thing already, you know what I mean?
And been an older one who's been a physicist and doing all this stuff, so he's more around his 48, 50. He's distinguished. He got a gray streak in his hair. Like the dude is awesome. So I always thought that would be cool.
JC found the One Piece. Get out of here.
I love that.
Man, Ernie Hudson looks ridiculously young in Ghostbusters 2 just because he shaves his mustache. That's funny. All right, there we go. Brandon, putting us back on track, man. How about that? Argyle? We definitely need to watch that one.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey, I do have another win. I couldn't believe it. Everyone was talking about I was gonna get smashed on Dynasty, and I did not get smashed this week.
You're doing it.
That's it. You're playing with us now. Yep. Up 10 points. Yeah, I'm a monster.
Pull this Argyle trailer.
Oh, let's do the Argyle, and then let's talk about the creator.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so many things that we didn't get to this. John David Washington is much better in this film than previous. The only knock I would have is I don't know why they gave him the blonde hair. I thought that was cool. I have no idea why they did that.
I feel like sometimes with futuristic or sci-fi stories, it's just an unwritten law that you have to give a black character bleached blonde hair. And we did it with Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man.
Hey, but Wesley Snipes did the hell out of that hair. He made it work.
But it made sense for that character, you know. He was very just like outgoing and crazy, you know, like So it made sense, like do the crazy Dennis Rodman look, you know what I mean? Like before that was even a thing. So well, that was about the same time, right? Because that was
still
97,
93.
90,
no, Demolition Man was early.
93.
Holy it was shit, before Dennis Rodman.
Before Dennis Rodman.
Well, not before Dennis Rodman. Before he started bleaching his hair.
Yeah, he started doing all that.
95. That's 95. 94. 94 is when he started. Yeah, because he was the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah,
I'm a traveled man.
Yeah, but John David Washington was pretty good. But I'm here with Boon's Cat. I like Tenet. I thought he was pretty good in Tenet too. So.
I like Tenet too. I know a lot of people don't, but I do like Tenet.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought Tenet was fine.
Yeah, he was on the Book of Clarence. The only good thing Jay has done, and Heart of the Phone. Oh yeah, that's right. He was like a producer or something like that.
Yeah,
but that's all he was. He was just like, here's a bunch of money, you know.
Exactly.
He didn't really like.
Hey, go make it. Go make it.
Yeah, we got Terrence in the house. What's up? When it comes to females, if it's over 50, I'll stay away. There's no reason I'll go over such a number.
Hey, Jennifer Lopez is fine,
and she's 54.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
How old is she?
She's 54.
Oh, I thought you said 64 for a second. I was like,
what?
Yeah, 54. Yeah.
Like she's still fine. I'm like, but you know, I don't normally go over here, but I will creep on to the dark side if I had to.
Yeah. So this I'm gonna say for when we do it, but yeah, that's 100% true that John David Washington, he can't bring an audience in, and that's true. He's not a name yet, which is probably good for him because you don't want to ride the coattails of your dad.
Why not?
Yeah, you want to make it on your own.
I think he wants to make it on his own.
I just feel like if you can do it, like, you know, it's different. Like when you're riding someone's coattail and you can't do it, but when you are that good of an actor, like the dude can act. He can.
I think he's good.
Really do it, but he needs to. You know, he's looking at artsy, very good, like well written movies instead of looking at things that are going to be box office. Look at The Rock. The Rock is the highest paid actor in the world. Can The Rock act better than John David Washington? No, in no world. You know, for The Rock's millions and millions of fans, it doesn't matter. He doesn't act that way, but you got to bring the butts in the seats, right? So I feel like if he can use his name to bring the butts in the seats, whatever. Yeah, because he already has the chops.
Yeah, but I mean, because then you're always gonna be known as like Denzel's son. Because right now, I mean, a lot of people don't know that that's Denzel's son until you start hearing him talk. Then you start hearing him talk, and you're like, wait a minute. You know, it's like it sounds just like him, but
exactly like him. Yeah, exactly like his dad.
You grow up hearing it, so of course, you know, you're gonna kind of talk like him a little bit. So I get it. But yeah,
you know how good of a football player he was?
Who? Denzel?
John David Washington.
John David Washington. Oh no, I didn't know that.
No,
you didn't know he played college football?
I did not know that.
You know, that's what he did first.
Really?
Oh, that's cool. I had no idea.
Yeah, you know, while you pull that up, Derpy's here. What is up, Derpy, man? Again, congrats to your sister getting married. I saw the pictures. Derpy looking fly in his tux, man. He was looking sharp. All those pictures. So, congrats with that and your family.
John David Washington played at Morehouse College.
Okay.
He led the conference in rushing with 1,198 yards. He has 5.6 yards a carry, 9 touchdowns, 10 receptions for 69 yards. So, like, he had a single game with 242 yards.
Oh, shit.
And 3,700 yards rushing in his career.
Wow.
The dude was seriously a football player for real at Morehouse College. Come on, Morehouse too? Mm-hmm. The dude, he's serious.
Yeah. He is, you know, like Putin Cat said, you know, he's short, you know, so definitely, you know, right up there for a good running back. But he said he could play Black Panther, but he's so short. I don't think that matters anymore, man. height, you can make camera angles and stuff, and that's not that big of a deal. One thing I found out recently was in Ahsoka, Shin is like way taller than Rosario Dawson. Not way tall enough. Like she's taller than any of the other women in that show. And
Rosario
in the
Dawson's
show,
only, what, 5'6"?
But yeah, but in the show they make her seem shorter because she's supposed to be younger. You know, she's supposed to be like a Padawan in training. So they make her seem shorter. But in real life, she's taller than any of Sabine, Ahsoka. Well, what's her name is kind of tall too. Elizabeth Winstead. She's pretty tall.
Yeah.
You know, but they're about like that height. So I was like, damn, I'm like, who's that? And I was looking, I'm like, oh, that's the chick who plays Shin. I'm like, oh shit, man, she's pretty tall for, you know, compared to the rest of the cast. So yeah, you can make things. I mean, look at what's his name? Tom Cruise. You never see Tom Cruise like standing next to anybody, and you're like, oh yeah, he's really short.
Dude, yeah. Chadwick was 6 feet tall. John David Washington is 5'10".
Oh, that's not. Like, man,
yeah,
I'm thinking he's like 5'6" or something, like 5'8".
No, he's I think he's like 5'9", 5'10", and Chadwick was 5'11", 6 feet. Like, it's not like this huge thing. He's not Kevin Hart 5'4" talking about he's too short. Like, come on, man, not that bad.
That's not that big of a difference. The Don Cheadle had a mentor man,
Meteor
Man. Oh,
Golden Lords.
Yeah, he was one of the Golden Lords.
Yeah. All right. The Dynasty Pylon. Just swinging by, feed you endorphins, Brian, about your win. Enjoy the rest of your stream.
I appreciate it. I need something after the Bears game, man.
Oh my god. I didn't mean to like upset Martin in there because like you know there's all this like issues with like not sending your lineups and it's like whatever. Like I'm not gonna complain about it. Like I fucked up, you know. So I just like laughed. I was like yeah, karma. You know, it's like but then like I was just like chiming in. I'm like, oh, you know what? I didn't want this player. I really wanted this player. He's like, what? Really? I was like, dude, no. Like, the games are over. He put up 3 points, and then I think Nico Collins put up like 33 points. So hey, I was joking, man. I was like,
I told Rasta I was gonna kick his ass, and I kicked his ass.
You did. I guess that's the downfall when you only pick wide receivers.
Yep, I was like, yeah, dude.
When they all suck, they suck.
Sorry.
Yeah. I know it's like way off topic, but I was supposed to lose in my other league because like everyone did bad. Like I got 0 points from Jordan Addison and this and that. So I'm like, I'm gonna fucking lose. And then CMC, baby.
CMC by himself scores like 52 points.
Yeah. 52 points. I'm like 52 points, and I wind up beating the guy who's been killing everybody in the league so far. So I was like, you know, and then every article is like, you do not trade this man. So that's a little football talk. So if you want some more football talk, check us out on the Dynasty Pylon channel. Me, Brian, are over there tomorrow. On there Wednesday. We're all on there Sunday mornings. So go check out Dynasty Pylon channel if you're into sports or NFL football and stuff like that. So all right, but man, you guys are killing it in this chat. I cannot keep up with this, man.
Hey, no, I love what T said right here. Is that Demolition Man is better than most action movies that come out nowadays. I agree. Wesley Snipes is amazing. That's why I want to see him as Blade again. That's all I want. I want to see Wesley Snipes in Battle World. I don't care if he's in what's the movie with Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. I don't care if he's in Deadpool 3. I want to see him in Battle World because he will kick everybody else's ass. That's why I want to see him as Blade.
He will start dropping and then like when Blade swinging.
Maybe just like someone throws some sunglasses and he just catches them and puts them on. He just goes and kicks everyone's ass.
Or like Cyclops gets punched, the glasses come flying off. He grabs them and bam,
it's over. Oh man.
Man, that's
first thing I had white cheddar cheese Cheeto sticking out of his head to fit element. Hey, he got a lot of women in that one though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I agree with you guys about Angela Bassett. She's in her 60s. Like Jennifer Lopez is an exception. I'm talking about most of the time. Hey, I'll go Halle Berry. I mean, I'm just saying, I'll go. I'm just saying. Where we at now? Washington should have definitely done an indie run before doing all these bigger movies to build his brand. I just think he should have maybe did some these bigger movies, like do like a superhero movie instead of doing these movies that are just really well written stuff like that. He should do something that's going to have a blockbuster. Do the Will Smith and then go into the good roles.
Mm-hmm.
Build your name and then go into these great roles.
Yeah, but I can see him doing, because he's doing like Tenet was great director, original movie. People didn't like that original movie. This another one. A pretty good director, original movie. People aren't going to see it. It was like, hey, this guy's making original movies. All this shit that people like say like we want more of. But as soon as he gets casted into the MCU as somebody, he's gonna blow up. Like, oh, who's this guy?
Exactly.
He'll be all about it.
It was like, yeah. So, but that's how it goes, though. All right, let's check out this Argyle trailer, and then we'll start talking about either Gen V or Creator.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to figure out how tall the girl that plays Shin Hattie is.
Let me see. There's a picture.
Because Rosario Dawson is 5'7". Like I knew she was 5'7".
Yeah. Looking for. I wanted to save this picture. I'm gonna kill you, cat. Freaking cat. It's a good picture.
She sounds tall. Ivana Sakno.
Yeah, something like
She
that.
Sounds tall.
She's Ukrainian. She's I think she's pretty young too, like in real life too. I could be wrong. Here we go. So that's Rosario. She got all the hair though. So, but Rosario's here. She's here. She's the tallest. She's the tallest woman. She's the tallest woman.
I mean, she's only 1 inch taller than Rosario Dawson.
But the thing is, in the show, they make her look like she's like to Rosario's shoulders. Like they make her look so much more shorter because she's supposed to be a kid.
No, I just thought that it's because she's standing next to Balin, who's freaking 6'6".
Who's over here?
So like, she looks like she's to his shoulder, but when you look at the difference, that's why.
I mean, shit, look, she's taller than Filoni.
Nah, she's short. Oh,
like,
she has heels on.
That's true too.
She has 3-inch heels on.
Yeah. She got heels. She got heels. She got looks like she has combat boots on. But
exactly.
I'm still waiting for her to do something. Like, come on, Bruce Lee. You're Bruce Lee's godfather. Some good fights.
She's like 53 years old. It's not.
It's not. She did that badass fight with Ahsoka in Mandalorian.
Stump double.
Her goddaddy would be upset, turning in his grave.
Said, "Boys don't hit Bach."
All right, here, let me set this up real quick. There. All right, cool. So I got
hey, what's up, Dre Mac?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Dre?
Chat panel.
Yeah. I know Dre Mac was his review of Gen V 1 through 3 was coming out, and then it came out right when like I was getting ready to work. I was like, oh man, so I wanted to check it out. I saw it I had the little notify me thing, and then it popped up right when I was like leaving work. I was like, damn.
That's all right. I'll be watching. I usually watch his stuff. When I go in the morning, I go to the gym. That's why I usually listen to his stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Also, Dre Mac just announced he's got channel membership. So if you want to go support, some creators, go check out Dre Mac and support him over there.
And we always are supporting all of us, guys. This is what we do. Hey, that video was awesome. I'm glad I put that thumbnail and added all the rest of everyone's
that thumbnail was perfect. Man.
I was like, hey, this might work.
Yeah. Bruce Lee's goddaughter would easily body everybody on that show at the same time. You're not wrong.
Yep.
Including Balin, everybody.
I don't know, Balin. That's a dude.
Filoni over, whoop him. Yeah, anytime, man.
Absolutely.
Right, let's check this thing out and then get the ball rolling.
Yeah, so I still want to talk about the creator. I want to talk about some Gen V. So let's do this.
Yeah. I saw somebody left I think Tony left a good comment about Gen V. I just don't want to show it yet.
Yeah.
But I started because we are for sure going to show that. All right, let's get this one going. All right. Welcome everybody. Welcome.
Sorry.
Yeah, try it again. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kerwin, man Brian the Grizzly, and we are going to check out the new another Apple TV Plus movie coming out, Argyle. This one looks good. I've seen the trailer already because I kind of wanted to know what it was. There's so many famous people in this movie. So let's check it out. Did you watch it? Yeah. So it's been out for a couple of days now, but let's check it out and then we'll discuss it and see how we liked it. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
That's what I was wondering. Is it Henry Cavill? Or what if it's Liam? What if it was Liam? I would be, oh my God. Liam Hemsworth, I'll be like, no what? Nope. We're not doing this here, guys. We're not doing this.
Slipped my mind for a second what you were getting at. For a minute, I thought you were saying you were getting at Liam Neeson, but then I forgot about Liam Hemsworth and the whole Witcher thing.
Yep.
It would be funny if it was like Chris Hemsworth or something. The other Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Like another huge, funny. Like muscular actor. I don't know what you guys think about it.
It looks fun. It looks very Matthew Vaughn.
That was Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Tony said Matt Damon.
Yeah, I'll see it. I like the cast. Sam Rockwell, anything he's in, I'll watch. It just looks it just looks really entertaining. I think every Matthew Vaughn, just about every Matthew Vaughn movie I've enjoyed on some capacity, on some level. So,
hey, I say Bryce Dallas Howard is thicker than cold peanut butter, man. Just come on.
Yes, she is.
I'll watch it. Cool.
Yeah.
Just stop trying to change everything up. They try to stand her out. No, leave it the same. Let her be. Mm-hmm. Let her be. Let's go.
Yeah. That was kind of like annoying that they had a Photoshopper make her thinner in Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Like, why? No, just let it be. Let us enjoy. Come on, man. Look at the dinosaurs. Now don't look at her. Come on, man.
Yeah. But she obviously, being Ron Howard's kid, she's a great actress and like a great director. So but yeah, she looks good in this one. I don't remember the last thing she was really in because it was, obviously Jurassic World.
Dominion.
Yeah. Dominion. Yeah. So but this one definitely looks a lot like pretty funny. Pretty good.
It looks like a lot of fun, and I want to know who is Argyle. I'll be the real life Argyle.
Yeah.
It's the cat.
It's the cat.
No. That Tiffany Haddish, I think, too.
I did not see Tiffany Haddish. No, that's not her.
No, that's not her. No. It was like super quick. I'm like, what is that? That's not. But yeah, Dua Lipa. I'm like, because this trailer starts off as something completely different.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a lot of like Fast and Furious stupid shit. And then it just cuts and then it like went into like the whole thing.
Left hand, yeah.
Reminded me of Stranger Than Fiction a little bit.
Putin's cat said Romancing the Stone meets Kick Ass. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Yeah.
And Tony said Bryce is thicker than government cheese. He said government cheese. Government cheese. Government cheese. She's thicker than government cheese. You don't have a knife that's thick enough to even cut that thing. You ever seen someone try to cut some government cheese with a butter knife? And you need someone else on the other side to help push it through? Like
you're really like the lumberjacks with the two on each side, like
Oh man.
Oh man. Xavier said, reminds me of Bullet Train type of fun. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
exactly.
can see that. Very like silly and eye action and a lot of jokes in between and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Brandon Davis said, "This looks fun and awesome." Agreed. Agreed.
I think I was
Great
watching
Mac.
this Thursday.
Good time.
Yeah, and I thought that exact same thing. Like it just looks like it's gonna be fun, no matter
Yeah.
what. You're gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, his haircut is weird though. I didn't recognize him at first. It's so. It reminded me of
Over
Bart
the top?
Simpson because it's just so flat and then it's like, oh yeah, very over the top. And then once you got to further in the trailer, you're like, oh yeah, it's a character, like a legit, like a goofy character kind of thing. So yeah.
I saw a lot of people were clowning the haircut. I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
because it's a character. He's probably gonna see him. He's probably gonna be Argyle, and he's gonna look more like Superman. And everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, okay." I just want him to have a little dangling thing right here.
That might be the good twist. Like, oh shit, sorry, cat. Shit at my cat without even knowing. But yeah, I think Henry Cavill will probably be Argyle. And that'll got like a nice little twist.
A twist, a curly Q right here. Oh, I think that would be great.
Cavill is getting work. Cavill's always gonna get work. He's beloved by a lot of people. So I like when Sam does action. Yeah, the one with him and Anna.
Everything he does, I enjoy. Yeah, I've loved everything he's done. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's the Long Kiss Goodnight. It doesn't matter if it's but whatever, because he takes every job. Like the man, he don't say no to a movie. It's like I work. This is what I do.
He did Galaxy Quest. If anybody remembers that movie is amazing.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Where is he in Galaxy Quest?
He's one of the side guys.
Yeah,
I did not know that. Really?
Yeah. That's the first time I remember seeing him.
Oh, I mean, he's Coming to America. It's the first time you've seen him.
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot about that.
It was the first TMNT for me. I was too young for Coming to America at the time.
Yeah.
Really? Sorry, man. That was a rite of passage for me to see Coming to America.
The first TMNT? Oh yeah, because he played one of the foot soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man, that dude's been everywhere.
Can you imagine he's 74?
No, he's not.
Samuel L. Jackson is 74 years old.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Sam Rockwell.
Rockwell.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
my bad.
Oh,
because I was like, yeah, Sam.
Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about?
That's why I'm like, he's in Coming to America. I was like,
no, Rockwell. No, only Louis Anderson's the only white guy in that.
Yeah, because I mean, he might have been too long for that. Because you said, I'm like, okay, I don't remember that, but yeah, definitely, yeah, he was in TMNT, the first one. He was a foot soldier. So there you go, Tony. I agree with Brian. Let Bryce be a thick ginger.
Hey, exactly.
Let her be herself.
The life, we need that in life. The world will be better with more thicker gingers. That's just what it is. That's what we need in the world.
Body positivity.
Exactly. I'm positive
Sam
about it.
Rockwell. Too. Yeah. With that haircut, Henry looks like an 80s action villain.
The haircut is very Arnold Schwarzenegger in Red Heat. If anyone remembers that movie.
Also,
if I get to the chopper.
Yeah. It's that suit. But
I mean, it's the V too. I mean, like the almost
Widow's Peak.
Like.
Yeah. Sam, I mean, there's so many people in this freaking movie, man. That's why when I watched this, I was like, who's not in this one? But yeah. Oh yeah. Sam's dancing Iron Man 2 to pick up the pieces. LOL.
Yeah. No, that's great.
And they need to find a way to bring Sam Rockwell's character back into the MCU because he was a great character.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was great. I loved him as Justin Hammer.
Justin Hammer, that's who it was.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Dre Max said he got that Paul from Tekken cut.
Oh my god. You are not kidding, man.
Oh man.
I didn't even think about it until right now. There you go. Even nice reference. That is good.
Oh man, that's great.
Mr. Right was him and Anna Kendrick was action. I don't think I've seen that one.
That was a good one.
Okay.
That one was fun.
Yep. I said I believe Argyle is based on a book or something like that. Oh my god! So it's a book. It's a movie based on a book about a movie being based about a book.
Yeah, well,
Like I can't too much. Sam Jackson doesn't say mother effer in this movie. I'll be a little disappointed.
me too. I feel like he's gonna start off. He's gonna come in and say motherfucker.
Right after that. Get it out of the way. I heard Sam is supposed to rumored to appear in Armor Wars. I hope so.
Oh, you know what? I heard about that too.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, Armor Wars, it makes a lot of sense.
It does. Yeah. Just hammer someone's bitch in prison one shot. Yeah, it was something like that. I forgot what the one shot was, but yeah, him coming back in Armor Wars makes a lot of sense.
And because you don't have Tony Stark, so you're gonna have to bring someone else to do a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, or at least think they could do that stuff. But cool. Any last thoughts on Argyle?
I can't wait for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching it.
Yeah, looks good. When did it say it was coming out?
I think February.
Yeah. And it's by the guy who did Kingsman and all that stuff. So
yeah, right, Matthew Vaughn.
Yeah, so
pretty much everything he's made in some capacity I've enjoyed or been entertained by.
Yeah. So and then real quick, we got Toxic Gamer said, "Hey guys, how y'all did? Just and you watched the Argyle trailer. Nice. It seems like a lot of fun, and it does. So.
It does, and it doesn't take itself too seriously, and that makes you want to enjoy it.
Yep. So we're probably gonna watch it and probably review it in February. It shouldn't be delayed, not anymore. So, but cool. Yeah, appreciate everyone in chat hanging out with us, giving us like all the funny takes and stuff like that. And if you want to be in chat, if you're watching on the replay gang, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and you could be part of the show just like all these people were with us. And we are live every Monday and Thursday. We are talking trailers, movies, TV show, all that fun stuff. So make sure you come and join us and be part of the show. But thank you guys, appreciate it. If you're watching in the live chat, stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic.
Every time I hear it, it makes me want to watch Batman.
How could it not?
Dua Lipa looks like a Bond girl, kind of a little bit there.
Definitely does.
So
she's fine to me. I don't care.
But it doesn't take too much to be a Bond girl, though. Tight dress and you gotta be pretty and young.
Bond girl. Everything is and assets.
Well, yeah. We got Kenny Sparks. What is up, my dude? Hey, what's up, family?
Man?
What's going on? Also, go check out. So I know Kenny Sparks, and I think the Zack Attacks do one as well with their Exorcist review. Watching Kenny Sparks, and it's always like again, whenever somebody watches a movie that's like a classic and they watch it for the first time, I'm always interested to see what they think. Because like for me, like Exorcist is a classic, and I will always remember it as one of the scariest things I've ever seen. Because it doesn't quite hold up.
It doesn't hold up the same. But you have to remember that people died when the filming of this.
That's
people literally died. Like,
yeah, that's why I'm like, that's what it builds onto is like all the deaths. I mean, Linda Blair, that whole like bed thing where she's like, thrashing in bed. She like literally broke her back, it's like from that. So, I mean, people sued the studio, the filmmakers and stuff. That place was like crazy. People were throwing up, passing out, being escorted out of the theater back then. So for their time, it was like a game changer. Now if you try to compare it to like, Evil Dead Rise,
because you have CGI, you have all the gore and all the other crap.
Yeah.
But what you had before, like the Omen is still to me to this day, I will not watch it alone in a house. I won't. It doesn't matter that that's scary or not scary. Like it has something about it that's just,
yeah.
It has the old school fear to it, like almost like the Ring or Ringu. Like you just that old school fear. Like you feel like it's literally going to come out of the TV and come get you.
Like I forgot who I was talking to somebody else about it, But like, can you imagine if, like, say the Evil Dead Rise, right? Which was very graphic, had some very graphic scenes, like especially the elevator scene was like, holy shit. But can you imagine if that came out without any of the other stuff, without Freddy, without The Exorcist, without all the stuff to kind of desensitize you, and you just go from not having anything to Evil Dead Rise? People would like die in the theater, like have heart attacks, like, because it would just be so much to handle. I mean, we were so desensitized. No, I'm not gonna show that, Cleves. Brian might.
I did. No, I saw it. I almost put you in timeout, Cleves. I saw in the studio. You almost got put in timeout. I don't know how to do that yet, but I will figure out a way.
Oh man, but yeah, so I still love The Exorcist. It doesn't hold up. You do kind of laugh at it now, but man, back when I was 8 years old, something like that.
Can you imagine Sean Connery being Argyle? That would have been like the original one. Like he's like, yeah, these are all my exploits. That'd be very, very cool.
Sean Connery. Who said that? There you go.
The original.
Ooh. Yeah, then you gotta do CGI or something like that, right? Like a deep fake. Not too bad. He goes, oh, I saw Hero ending. Nah, we just did the trailer. We still got some more stuff going on.
Speaking of that, we need to get to the creator.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to that.
Or we're not gonna get to it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get it going. Good. 10 movies are real movies. I don't know which one. Sorry.
Who's Tim?
Talking about Burden?
Timothy Dalton.
Oh. Yeah.
Timothy Dalton. Yeah. All right. So here you go. He goes, if Evil Dead Rise came out prior to Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th, it would have been banned.
No, they would call them witches.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
Yeah. Like, no, they actually killed people in this movie.
Yeah.
Like you hear shit like that. She actually became possessed. Then it's not called acting. Yeah. But and then we got Horror Geek. What's up, Horror Geek? According to reliable box office trackers, Five Nights at Freddy has more ticks sold than Halloween Ends and Scream was that 6 had on his first day combined. That's interesting because I know Five Nights at Freddy's is also going to be released on streaming the same day it comes out in theaters.
And how do you do it for 3 hours?
It's not 3 hours. They already said it's not 3 hours.
Oh,
that was kind of like a joke. It's like an hour 30, hour 40, something like that.
Okay, so a regular horror movie. Okay.
Yeah, reasonable.
I was like, dude, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
This is a job.
But I'll be curious because there's a lot of kids that love this franchise, and like Paw Patrol, but instead of just 5-year-olds, you got like, now you got 5 to 15-year-olds. Yeah.
12, 13-year-olds. Yeah.
All the kids that kind of grew up on it in the past, like, 8 years, 6 years, however long it's been out. Probably longer. I don't know. But that's gonna be something I'm gonna watch it because it comes out at the end of the month. I think the 27th or 28th.
Yeah, right around Halloween, so that makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna watch it on Peacock or whatever it comes out on. I ain't going to the theaters. But all right, let's go. Yeah, very interesting. Definitely keep an eye on that. Which one you want to talk about? The creator first,
or Jimmy? Either, no matter.
We can do the creator real quick.
All right.
Cool. And then anybody here, man, hit that like button. It helps YouTube because I just saw the number. There's like almost 20 people in here. Yeah. Hit that like button. We really appreciate it. But it helps like YouTube kind of push us out to more people. So
helps with all the numbers and everything. We need to have those logistics to get out there to people. I see we got 11 likes, so I appreciate everybody. But yeah.
Yep. All right. Let's talk about the creator. Where we at? You got a quick synopsis?
Already ready.
All right, cool. All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brandman Brandon down there, Brian the Grizzly over here, and we are going to review the new sci-fi action movie, The Creator, starring John David Washington. But yeah, so before we get into our ratings and our goods and our bads, Brian's got a quick rundown of what the movie is about.
All right, here we go, guys. As a future war between human race and artificial intelligence rages on, ex-Special Force agent Joshua is recruited to hunt down and kill the creator, the elusive architect of advanced AI. The creator has developed a mysterious weapon that has the power to end the war and all of mankind. As Joshua and his team of elite operatives venture into the enemy-occupied territory, they soon discover the world-ending weapon is actually an AI in the form of a young child. That's basically it. This has an $80 million budget, and
yeah,
it was good. I thought they did a good job still.
Yeah, we'll talk numbers towards the end, but we got to remember this only had an $80 million budget. That's insane. That's insane. And I know, we're going to get into why that's insane, because I'm pretty sure I know what Brandon's going to say with his likes, but we'll start off with you, Brandon. What are some of the likes you liked about this one?
Really like the cinematography.
Beautiful.
I thought it was a great looking movie, especially the stuff in Thailand that they shot. It made me want to go back to Thailand. It made me miss Thailand. I liked that. I liked some of the soundtrack, like they had me at Radiohead. I thought it was very well acted. Like it's scary how much John David Washington sounds like his father. But I thought the acting all across the table was good. I thought the character of Joshua was very well acted. I thought the character of Alfie was great, very well acted. Allison Janney is always good. I liked I really liked the concept of it as well. We have like a handful of AI movies, obviously, but I kind of like what they went for with this. I liked that it felt like a breath of fresh air in terms of a lot of the stuff that's been coming out this year. So it was a pleasant surprise overall.
Yeah, definitely a new original idea that took inspiration from other stuff. I think that's the best way to put it. But cool. Brian, what you like about this one?
Honestly, I thought this was just I love. When you fall in love with someone, because it's so hard to do. So when you fall in love with someone and they follow that, and you never, like, you can't explain love to someone who hasn't been in love. Like, no matter what the situation is, what's happening, seeing that and understanding how that affects your life forever. And I thought that they did a really good job of showing that, like, you do not forget what happened, how you fell in love, with that person, the moments with that person that stays with you for a long time. And it actually it helps push you to who you become later. And I thought they did a really good job of showing that no matter what he was going through, that never leaves him. That would never leave him. I thought it was really interesting. Like, even iRobot, like, he was part AI. His arm, his leg, was part of those things. It was so weird how cynical everyone was, and how, as Americans were the evil people. And it made perfect sense to me when they said, you guys told us what to do. It was the programmer who made the mistake that all AI is the bad people, because you got to find a scapegoat. And it was so well written. It made so much sense. Yeah. I enjoyed the journey they are taking us on. So those are my likes.
I feel so called out now. Nobody loves me.
I love you. It's okay.
That doesn't count.
Oh my god! Don't worry. We all love you, man. All of us in here. That count. you can't say none of us count. Well, a little bit. But man, like, kind of going with what you guys said. I agree with everything you guys said. The one thing I enjoyed more was, the more I thought about this movie afterward, the more connections everything started making between, because it's the Americans are like the quote unquote bad guys, but it's not just that. It's also like Joshua's like feeling of like the inhumane of the robots, you know, in the face. Like there's you know, full spoilers. There's a part where they're going through cars and they move a robot and the robot kind of reactivates a little bit and it's freaking out. It's like, where's the baby? Where's the kid? Oh my God, what's going on? And then John David Washington just like unplugs a plug, you know, and the lady that he was with starts freaking out. He goes, they don't feel anything, you know, they're just programming. I was like, that thing just had a panic attack. What are you talking about, man? Like, at what point does like consciousness happen? You know what I mean? And like, this thing was freaking out, panicking, asking where its loved ones were. You know what I mean? I was like, is that like, at what point is it programming or is it like actual like thing? Because like, I thought that was like super interesting because then there's that whole battle of like, you know, like, oh my God, like towards the end of the movie, I don't want to spoil this, but there's a part of it where he goes, oh, just turn it off. And he can't, you know, he starts crying, Alfie starts crying. And it's such an emotional like part where you're like, hey, it's just a machine, right? Like,
exactly,
you know, unplug the machine, you know, but it's more than that, you know, and it's like, damn, you know, so that's the part that really got me a lot with it was like that, like what part makes a something conscious, maybe not human, but make it conscious. And when that consciousness becomes intelligent, then, you know, what is life, you know? And that's kind of like the
even more than that though. Something that got me was when they're taking the likeness from someone who had died and put it into one of the machines, because that made me think also the other way. So like instead of you dying, you upload your consciousness into the machine so you can live forever. So it brought me back to Picard and all those type of things.
Yeah,
you know, using AI in order to live forever. So there's machines that use other people's faces, and then there are also machines or artificial intelligence that are from people that were already around, and extending their life. So it's still their likeness that's there, which is still big part of the movie, especially with you know, Joshua and Maya. But it's more so like some of these artificial intelligence things used to be alive, used to be human,
used to be in a human body,
and it used to be in a human body. So like, of course they have the same emotions, and if you have the emotional capabilities, I thought that was very interesting to even to dive into.
Yeah. So
what is pain? What is pain? What is love? What is
I'm gonna try to save like some of the comments towards the end, but like this one definitely exactly what we're talking about. All the characters were in pain, and that's like and everybody, every single person, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, so there was that whole inner conflict that I always find enjoyable because that's something that they definitely take from other AI movies and they brought it and they made it their own, which I appreciated it, you know, because I've seen other AI movies that humanity and what's life and this and that, but this one did their own take on it. You know, there's some cool parts that happen with Maya and Josh and this and that. I don't want to spoil that because I do.
It's the heart of the movie.
It's the heart of the movie. It really is. But another thing that really got me was after, you know, me and Erica were talking because we both, you know, enjoyed the movie. So we're like the hypocrisy of this, you know, the American government, you know, is like, we don't like AI, but then they're doing this, they're doing that. They have all this technology and like AI
utilizing it in order
utilizing it, you know. So then it kind of becomes like, oh, are you just blaming the first generation to get rid of it to market another generation? You know, like you force obsolete the first one by making everyone hate it, and you're like, hey, here's AI 2.0, it's better, you know, capitalism, you know. That's, you know, it's like you get rid of the old product to introduce a new product. And
I know that I am in iRobot too.
iRobot, yeah, you know, and they kind of hinted at it here, you know, but if you kind of blink, you miss it, kind of thing. You know, but then the hypocrisy with the soldiers, you know, it's like, oh, they're just robots. You know, it was like, okay, cool. Like, you know, it's like you're going out there doing your orders blindly, you know, like almost like a robot, because they literally deprogram you and then build you up to be a soldier. You know, that's what being a soldier is, you know. So, you know, I just found like all that kind of stuff like super deep and layered,
Yep.
and I really don't hear that many people talking about it. I'm like, that's the core of the movie. Was this like these humans and this robots, blah blah blah, but it's like
And
there's so much more. There's
you're
so much more
utilizing
to this
them,
movie.
and the thing that you're angry with them about is something that you caused, and that's so American. Being mad at someone else for something you actually caused.
Yeah,
it's such a Western idea, and
it is
one of those things.
But without even
frustrates.
asking the question, because I don't think they ever asked the question of why the robots did it. It's just like it's their fault. Let's go kill them all.
Why did they do it? And then not realizing that it was actually us that put that in there. But,
yeah. So stuff like that was really interesting to me. Plus all the other stuff you guys said. But what didn't you guys like about this one, Brandon?
From the introduction of the character of Joshua to where we saw like 5 years after the opening, it was kind of easy to kind of spot where and how the movie was going to end. It went very much into familiar trope territory.
Foreshadowed all the stuff that was going to happen. Yeah.
I was hoping, and I kind of felt it from the beginning, but I was kind of hoping they wouldn't go there. I think that there were parts, especially between the like during the second and third act, it kind of dragged at points. I think that I know we were talking earlier about like sometimes it's about like the execution of stories and tropes that we're familiar with, and sometimes I kind of had a little bit of trouble like connecting to the story because it was. I thought like some aspects of the execution were just kind of okay in that regard. I'd say those were my main hangups.
I understand.
Okay. What you, Brian?
There's things. So me as a father, I hate seeing the father-daughter thing. Like it hurts me so much because I love it. I really love it, and it's but it draws me in so much. I almost lose track of what could be good and not be good because I'm emotionally invested because it's a little girl, and you're using this little girl, to emotionally draw me in instead of what the whole movie is, and it works all the time with me. Like I am a sap. I am 100%. You put a little girl there with a big strong guy, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. So it's just it's less about the movie and more about me, I guess. Honestly, it was a little predictable.
Yeah,
like I knew exactly, like from scene to scene, like you knew what the next scene was going to do, and then you knew, like for it to be a spy, Joshua shouldn't have been that stupid. You mean you spent all that time being with Maya? I knew she was the dude, the creator. How did you not know? I'm on the outside. And you love her. Like, is love that blind that you just couldn't figure that out? I thought that was kind of weird that that came out like that. But just the predictability. I think that's my number one problem.
Yeah. Okay. And probably with my same, that first act, I didn't hate as much of a lot of these other, like, I think people I'm reading comments about hated it. But it was a little slower, but once the action started in the second act and then it just like escalated to where it ended. Not a fan of the ending, just of the overall ending, how it ended, like I think Brandon said earlier, like the last like 10 minutes or whatever, it was just like, don't do it. But again, I know it was gonna do it because it was a very predictable movie.
And they foreshadowed it from the beginning.
They really did. They really did. This movie, it wasn't groundbreaking in that where there's like some crazy twist or some crazy sci-fi kind of twist, like Interstellar, I first think of when I think of like sci-fi with a crazy twist, like, hey, the fifth dimension, never saw that coming, so this did not do any of that stuff. So but it didn't ruin it for me, just because I knew what was coming.
It's not Inception. If you say Interstellar, which is my Inception is the one I always think about when you have no idea what the hell's going on. It's everything they did. I was like, I guess I don't know. This was like I know exactly where the story's going.
Yeah, there's a few questions I had, but I had a couple ideas right off the bat. Right off the bat, when the movie started, Erica told me like 2 things, and exactly what they were. Exactly what they were. So, and it was that predictable that you, in the first couple minutes, you're like, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen, and they kind of do. So if you know like storylines, and if you've seen a bunch of movies, you kind of know. But
wasn't it kind of weird that he fell in love with Alfie so fast? Wasn't it kind of weird? Like,
it is, but then it kind of makes sense once
you understand that Maya is the one what she did and all that stuff. But but it just for me, it's just like for AI all of a sudden to fall in love. It's not like I don't know. I can't say anything without spoiling the whole movie. But but it was just kind of weird a little bit.
Yeah. Because I felt the same, and then as things started to develop, I was like, okay.
I was all right with it. Yeah, in that regard.
Yeah. By the end of it, I was okay with it. I'm like,
if I lost my child, I probably would have been very against falling in love with any child character like that. I would have been hardened against that.
Yeah. I mean, it is really hard to do because, like, I would say John David Washington was on track to be like amazing in this movie, which he was. But then they introduced Alfie, and she was just the cutest, most adorable. When the sad scenes were happening, they were insane. She crushed it, and
so neither of us going to heaven, right? Oh, you're not a good person. No, you're not good, and I'm not a person. I was like,
man, and that's in the trailer, so that's not even a spoiler.
That's in not the trailer.
But when it builds up to that, and you get that point, you're just like, ooh, wow, damn.
Hey guys, I'll be back in a minute. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So that was gut wrenching, And there's some other parts in this movie where it was just hard. It was hard emotionally to like
hold
together.
Watching a lot of the stuff that was happening from this big thing that they created. Watching what they're doing to other things that. The idea of what's heaven, and he's talking about being in the sky.
Yeah. But we'll wait for Brandon to come back. We'll get through some of these comments real quick, and then we'll finish up with our ratings and Rotten Tomatoes and all that stuff. So Toxic Gamer said, I saw it with my dad on Friday. It was good but familiar. Yep, very true. Even though I think the story is very weak, also how the movie looks and the world building was great. Yeah, I don't know if the story was weak.
I thought the story was fine. I just knew it was going to happen.
Yeah,
throw a monkey wrench, throw a curveball in it. That's all.
I mean, they kind of a little bit with Maya and stuff, but even then I knew what it was, Alfie, but I wasn't sure.
But can you imagine if Alfie was actually his actual flesh and blood? That she knew it was going to die, and she took that the consciousness and created Alfie.
Yeah,
that would have been something.
That's what I thought. It was either that route or the route they went, and I thought there was a few different routes they were gonna go, and so it wasn't like anything like mind blowing. Like I said, it was just like, okay, out of these options, what are you gonna do? Because I know it's gonna be one of these, But it wasn't weak. It was predictable. I don't know if predictable is weak, but for me, it wasn't. King Spark said, it looked incredible. The world looked lived in. Oh, yes. It had texture to it. It made it feel tangible.
You said unique, not weak.
Oh, unique. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Unique. That was a mistype. Unique. But yeah, it definitely looked lived in. It reminded me of like old like war movies. Like being in like Thailand or other kind of like some like Asian countries, and so like those old war movies definitely look like that. I said the amount of things going on in the background really helps sell the realism. Yep. Yeah. The graphics were amazing.
And I liked that it used graphics, like the CGI really only when necessary, rather than it just being, like when you think a sci-fi movie, you think of an overabundance of CGI at times. It felt a lot more balanced in that regard.
Yeah, yeah. Like they didn't. The CGI wasn't the thing in front, even though it was, but you kind of forgot about it. You forgot about these giant holes in these characters' heads, because you just see them as human. Oh, that's one other thing I thought that they did was phenomenal. Instead of giving the robots robot voices, they gave them actual human voices. And at first, that freaked me out a little bit because I'm like, wait, who's talking? I'm like, oh shit, the robot's talking? Like, that's just a regular voice. It's not robotized or, it's not like a weird thing. Like, it's just a human voice. And that kind of adds that extra layer of humanity for it. It's like, if it sounded like a robot, maybe it'd be easier to put that disconnect, but it didn't sound like.
It was so weird. Like the rest of the world saw them as another species, yet Americans saw them as the evil empire. Like they're just, there's a toaster. Your toaster's talking to you. Yeah. So that was kind of strange. But I honestly, I had Golden Child feels of it. I had iRobot feels of it. I had Matrix. I've had Terminator feels of all this stuff. Like it was like all those things all kind of put in one movie, and that's kind of what we got.
Yep.
Toxic said, I thought the villains were kind of one dimensional, and it does look a lot of liberties from different movies that did it better, which I'm mixed about. So kind of what you're saying, that took I would say inspiration from other movies. If they did it better or not, that's definitely a decent argument you can have. But the one dimensional, I get it, but man, the more you think about it, the more you're like, it's not just the Americans. The Americans are the overall bad guys, but it's just the human thought of like, hey, yeah, my toaster's acting up. Let me unplug it. It's like, well, now if your toaster like, tucks your kid in at night and like does all this other stuff for you, then it starts changing. You start having conversations and stuff like that with your toaster. Then what? So yeah. So there's like the superficial villain, and then there's the deeper villains.
Upgrade to a conventional oven. That's all.
Conventional. I don't even have it. I have a conventional. I don't have a toaster.
I got conventional oven right there.
Yeah. However, abruptly ends kind of made me made mad. But I think the moment where John David Washington reunites with his wife and that's together is heartwarming. Yep. His piece of heaven up in the sky.
For about 13 seconds.
Yeah. Ken said, film did a good job providing empathetic view on the antagonist. What was it?
Colonel Howe.
Howe talked about how she lost her sons to the war, how one son was tricked and killed. Yeah. But then also it's like even
good
that
and
I
bad.
think
is good and bad. It's not. It's in war. You do things that are, It's like there's not going to be all good people. They're not going to be all good robots. They're not going to be all good anything. There's nothing that's just all good, But taking one instant and trying to trying to show exactly who this person or this thing is based on something that they're not connected to is always wrong.
Yeah. You're saying like exactly. And then also it's like then there's another level of that too. Is like she kind of had them join the war, So it's like if you are worried about your sons dying, don't tell them to go to war. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I don't want you to be cold. Yeah, all right, cool. I'll see you later outside. It's like no, you don't. You don't put them in that position. So
keep
it's like
them away and teach them right from wrong.
Yeah,
the right way.
Like there's a possibility in war, especially in this war in the movie portrayed, like of dying. So I mean, granted, what the situation of how they died is what I think she focused on, but still, then that goes back to Brian's point. Xavier said, I enjoyed being in the world, and the child actor played off John David Washington really well. She was amazing. And this was her first movie she's ever acted in. This is the first movie she's ever acted in. She was that was so good.
I was a director dealing with someone whose first job doing that as a child. I said, just kind of feel and just know where we're going with the scene. Read it, understand where they're going. If you don't have to get all the words exactly, just need to know where we're going. And I want to be real. I want the realistic feeling from it. So
yeah, the parts that were sad, that part was very emotional. At the end and a bunch of other stuff, but all the emotional parts, like Alfie, was amazing. Oh my,
yeah,
like man, yeah. So here, Putin's cat said, doesn't self-awareness have to be continuous? I mean, if I can be frozen for 500 years and woken up, then what is a perfect copy of me?
I don't know, because if you say that, then people that get frozen because we're gonna travel in space, that you see all those things. So does that mean they're not human because they're technically frozen for a long period of time? They're still human, right?
Yeah.
They don't have the emotional response. They're still alive just because they're frozen, cryogenically frozen.
Yeah, because then you start getting into the whole issue of like, relativity of time and stuff like that. It's like, stuff like that. Like Interstellar.
Exactly.
They go to a planet. It's a couple minutes for them. They lost their whole life.
What did I watched today? I watched Deep Blue Sea, and LL Cool J was like, "Yeah, you hold a hot pan for a second, it feels like an hour. You hold a hot woman for an hour, it feels like a minute." Like, that's. I went to Caltech, and that was the best explanation of relativity that I've ever heard.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. That doesn't self-awareness have to be continuous. That's interesting.
I don't think it does. Continuous, because, as I said, because you can be frozen and still be self-aware.
Yeah. I mean, does sleep count? I mean, because you're asleep and a lot of things can happen in your sleep where you're not conscious to.
Exactly.
Oh. That's a good question, though. Kenny Sparks, granted, she's actively a part of oppressing the entire group of life forms. So, yes, that empathy can only stretch so far. But my point is, everyone was layered. Yeah. Yep. Here's another good one. Here's the rub. If you die and you wake up in the machine, you are correct, but most likely something else wakes up. Okay. I can see that. Because now it's like a new set of firing electrical, pulses. So does that change who you are? That's interesting. I like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something we argued in Picard season 2.
Yeah.
They talked about. So
yeah, like you said, you still have brain activity while you sleep. True. But yeah, that's the thing is like the brain is just a bunch of like electrical pulses kind of popping off in your head. That sets things off. So it's like if you put that electrical pulses in something else, what else kind of happens?
Which is also interesting because the creator they saw as a god.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, like a god type of creator.
Yeah. They did this Avatar, yeah, but then left it. Then what is left behind? That is true. Which is funny. That is funny because they did it in Avatar and it felt like a cop out in Avatar 2. Where here it made sense. I don't know if it's maybe because here it's part of the origin, where there it's kind of not really earned. Like, in that one, the whole first movie was he earned getting his body transferred. And then the second one, none of those guys earned it. I don't know. But yeah, I don't want to talk about Avatar again. Go watch our discussion with that. And then Cookie, what is up, Cookie? She goes, I can't even watch videos of robots self-destructing on warehouse lines. I know this movie is gonna wreck me. I need to watch it at home. Yeah.
It was interesting because there's this one part when the robot is running, straight up running towards other AIs and going to blow up something. And
yeah, even that part I thought was like hypocritical of them even using that.
Yep.
So it was like
I thought it was awesome that Alfie was able to connect with it. Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's that. I don't want to get into the spoiler, but there's a part where something happens, and I was like, how quick people are to do something, even though it's against their own benefit. It's in contradiction of their own self-interest. But they're so told to do this that it didn't matter. you know, and I'll tell you guys later or something, but that part was like that blew my mind when me and Erica were talking about it. I was like, oh my god, you know, it's like they're human robots basically, you know. So Star Trek's transporters have this problem. How do you transfer electrical signals in your brainstem? Yeah.
How do you get? How do you not get lost? And that's why a lot of them don't want to be transported like that.
Yeah,
I rather not.
Yeah. That Nomad ship reminded me of something out of Halo. Yeah, it did, but it was dope. It did. See, I'm gonna have to skip around a little bit. Agreed, it was predictable at times, and then dragged at certain moments. Yeah. Here, all they wanted to be was they wanted to be left alone.
Yep, they say like, you think you're gonna
awesome.
If we win the war, you think it's gonna be an end of the human race. But what really you win the war, you would just wake up and we'll just be free. And tomorrow for you will be exactly the same.
Yeah.
You don't want to give me the freedom.
Yeah. If you win, that means I die. But if I win, everyone just lives in peace. I was like, damn. Like, you know, but they don't want to, when the other side doesn't want to hear that, you know, because they're like, nah, you know, we still want to kill you. But yeah, predictability.
Predictability isn't always a negative for me, even if it's a predictable. It still has to be executed well. Agreed.
100% agree. And he said, kids will do that to you. Yep.
Yeah.
And then Mama Bear said, yep, I feel protective of just about any kid around me.
You have to.
It doesn't matter what's going to happen. Like that, yeah.
I even that dude. My girls play with this kid Yusuf, and across the street, and I'm always find myself looking after him, just no matter what, because he's a child, and I know his parents coming from, like, you know, if something happened to him, how they will feel. I empathize with that situation, so I'm always watching after him because he's a child, and that's just what it is.
I like when the movies do the chapters thing. I was okay. I mean, I can take it or leave it.
I was fine with it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna shut down. Yeah. Deep Blue Sea is one of his favorites. Cole Turner, what is up, Cole?
Take it anymore. We're gonna get together. We're gonna get off this.
Find a way out of here.
Sparks.
We need to watch party of that.
I love that.
I'll say that one. Right. Yeah. What drives you? What makes you you? That's the question. You know. And the last couple ones, I thought the AI was running towards other AI was important to have in the movie. Yeah, telling the humans it loved them. Yeah, even though they didn't love them back. That's the part that got me. That's the part that got me, where it's like, oh, it was an honor serving with you. She's like, get the fuck out of here. You know, I was like, damn, you know. But also at the same time, it's like, I feel like she would say that to some of her soldiers too. You know, it was like, yeah, cool, go do your job. Yeah,
your job is to die. This is what I want to use you as.
Yeah. And we got L in the house. What is up,
L? What's up, L?
What's going on, L?
You need to do something, L. Pay attention. Movie. You need to do something.
Yeah. That's why I hope my kids just don't have friends, because I couldn't handle something happening to other kids. So less friends, less chance of anything bad happening.
That's so funny, dude.
That's funny.
I hate when I get to know the kids, because now they're part of my tribe. So no matter what, you know, if something happens to them, I'm going to do whatever it takes to, you know, to protect them. So now I'm dying for someone else's kids too. Now, you know, I'll jump in front of a car for Bella in a second. I'm like, man, keep on bringing these new kids in my house.
Make them sign a waiver.
Look,
you will not get emotionally attached to me. Yeah. There we go. What's up? And then Kenny said, all right, I gotta go record my creator review. Thanks for helping workshop it. There you go, man. Hope we helped you out a little bit. All right, let's finish this up with our ratings. So that being said, our ratings. We do things nice and easy over here. Now, later, never. Now means you got to go watch it right now. It is worth the time. It is worth you going to go to the theater and see it. Later means you can wait till it's streaming. It's not that big of a deal. Never means just skip it. Don't even watch it. Don't waste your time. Brandon, what you giving the creator?
I'd say I'd give this a now, even though it kind of fell into kind of tropey territory at times. I think overall, I liked the fact that it was a breath of fresh air, you know, in a time that we've been getting a lot of sequels, a lot of remakes, a lot of reboots, adaptations, stuff like that. So, you know, people always clamor for something original. You know, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, put your money where your mouth is. Go support this original story in the theaters.
There you go.
Mm.
Brian, what you giving it?
I really liked it. As much as I said it's predictable and all that other stuff, I just enjoyed John David Washington doing this thing. Gemma Chan was really good. That girl that Madeline, I don't know her last name, Boyles or something like that. Girl that played Alfie stole the show, stole everything. And I enjoyed a lot of the characters. I knew what I was getting. Because of that, I'm just like, you know, it has to be a now for me. I just enjoyed these type of movies. You know, they had me at hello. So I'm there. If they're looking for someone that's the perfect person for this movie, I'm that guy. so
it says sci-fi action in the
sci-fi action little kid, little girl. Hey, you called me.
There we go. Yeah, I'm right there with you guys. It's a now. A lot of people I think are overhyping it, which kind of sucks. Because people are like, it's a masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece, but it is for me. I think I ranked it on my Letterboxd and I put it in my top 10 because
really?
I really enjoyed it a lot, and I enjoyed, you know, just everything about it. You know, one, it looked amazing, and Marvel and other studios need to realize like you can spend not $1 bazillion and have great looking, you know, graphics.
I have it at 11.
You have it 11? Oh, well,
Yeah.
I think I have it like at 8 or 9 or something like that. It's like snuck it right in there. But yeah, but for me, it's a now, man. It was a lot of fun. It was predictable, but that doesn't ruin everything. You know, because there's a few different directions the whole time. You're like, is it going to go this way or that way? But you knew what way it was going to be, one or the other. But
yeah, you could know the ride, but you don't know the journey it's going to take you on to get there.
Exactly. You know, like, yeah, you can go on the roller coaster 100 times. It doesn't mean you don't have fun that 101 time, you know. So, but yeah, it was great. We all enjoyed it. So, and then one last thing was Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
put it up there. So Rotten Tomatoes, the tomato meter, it only got 251 critics. Like it is
4 people saw it.
It is not, the critics are not really watching it. It's just not out there the way it needs to be out there. But the tomato meter with the critics gave it a 68%. 68. The audience, which I believe is the verified audience, gave it a 77%. So they're not too far off, but the audience liked it a little bit more than the critics. So yeah, it's not too bad. But and then also in the box office, it didn't do well. I don't know the
14.4 million or something like that. I think it was
14.4. Is that just domestic or is that
that's domestic?
Yeah, because I can see this doing pretty well eventually in worldwide. You know, I can see it doing it pretty good in, like, you know, Asia and stuff like that. You know, AI, you know, it makes the landscape of that area look gorgeous, you know. So, you know, it kind of stays away from their political stuff, which is good for them, you know, and it's talking about like AI and stuff like that. So I can see this doing really well in, like, you know, China, you know, and maybe it ends with making a profit. Because if it only needs to get over 80 million, I can see it making over 80 million, you know, because the marketing wasn't that much. Like, I didn't see that much.
I didn't even know it was coming out. If I wasn't doing this all the time, I wouldn't know. So it made $32.4 million worldwide.
Yeah. That's
so 14 domestic and 18.3 foreign.
Yeah. Yeah, I think foreign is what's gonna save this movie. Hopefully, this gets some legs, and going into the rest of this month, get me more people go see it. But we'll see. We'll see. But you guys got anything else?
Nope. I enjoyed the movie. Just go see it, guys. Give it a chance. Give it a
Yeah.
chance. I think a good movie, good original content needs to be enjoyed. It needs to be watched. This is what we're here for. So give it the opportunity, check it out, and let us know what you think.
Yep. But cool. We appreciate everyone in chat coming in and hanging out with us in chat. And if you want to be part of our chat, if you're watching on the replay, hit that subscribe button, and then also hit that little like button. It lets YouTube know we're doing some good stuff over here. But if you hit that subscribe button, you can join us every Monday and Thursday. We're talking movies, we're talking trailers, we're talking TV shows. So you too could be part of the show, and you can let us know live what you think about the topic we are talking about. But we appreciate everyone hanging out with us. Thank you guys. But we are going to move on to our next topic for the night. Cool. Then also I wanted to show this. Look at that. Verified, baby. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. You have to like connect your AMC Plus. Like I have AMC, the where you get tickets. You have to connect that to Fandango, and then Fandango, you have to buy the ticket through Fandango to get verified. It is a pain in the ass to get a verified rating on this app. So, yeah, but look, there's a 4.5 star next to a 1 star. Acting, nothing to see here. Convoluted storyline, special effects were the only saving grace of this movie. I was like, what? 1 star. Boring with zero feeling for any of the characters. Made no sense. I don't know what these people are watching, man. I don't know what they're watching because like boring. No,
What's
just
the next one say?
accent alone. This one is 4 star. It said it was a well-made movie, visually pleasing. I jumped a couple times when it startled thrills. On the verge of crying at times, which yeah, definitely. If you're a crier, then you might want to watch it at home because if this will make you cry for sure. The film made me think about things a lot, about our future, about our choices, and what may result. However, I couldn't help to feel disappointed by the message that was left from the British filmmaker Garth Edwards. And oh man, it goes on for a while. But yeah. So, yeah. But this is the thing, is like I don't appreciate the message it left me with. It will repeat in that humanity is bad, prone to mistakes or errors, and AI superior.
I don't know if it's that's, but I think the people in power forget about what it means to be who you are.
Yeah,
a lot of times, and it happens in every era. Like you talking about, they were talking when AI was talking amongst themselves. They said that they want us to be slaves.
Mm-hmm.
And I think throughout history, slavery as it goes along has that idea that I don't need to respect you. I don't need to do all these things because you're less than us. And yes, so the oppressor is the problem. So if you're an oppressor, you don't like seeing that like you're the problem. That's what it is. When you call the oppressor and you're oppressing someone, you're going to be the problem.
Yeah. There's a part where they're by the pool, and the two the chick and the guy come and try to recruit Joshua. Yep. And I forgot what her name is, but she starts talking, and she starts talking about like the Neanderthals and Homo sapiens, like back in Ice Age and all that shit, and this and that. And then Erica like leaned over to me. Well, also Erica like leaned over to me and she goes, she knows she's talking to a black man, right? It was like, you don't have to explain like rape and pillage and force people to do shit. It was like what? It's like, yeah, no shit. like that, do that. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. But also it was like that story would not have phased me either, because it didn't phase him. He's like, yeah, cool. He goes, that's evolution, baby. Like, if you're old and slow, you're gonna die off, man. That's how it is. That's how it is, man.
But the way she just said it, she was like, yeah, the nicer ones lose. So it's better to be brutal and kill off everything.
Yeah.
Because if you're nice, you're gonna be the one left behind.
Yeah, which is bullshit.
Western ideas again.
Yeah. What we got? We got some of these comments. I think Elsa, this he goes, we had a few times never remember to change the wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? He was buying them all Furbies to befriend our kids. And my baby goes, someone bought my daughter a Furby. We would no longer be friends. Those things are creepy. But that's
big eyes there looking like.
But that's like old school like AI, because it would listen to you and then pick up on your speech and start speaking more English the more it heard you speak. You know what I mean? So yeah. So like I don't even know if L meant to be like tied in, but you kind of did. So because that thing would freak me out, because my sister had one and it would start talking all this gibberish, and then it's always in the living room with us and stuff like that. So it started speaking English. I'm like, is that fucking thing like actually talking now? Like, you need to burn it.
Yeah, like, I threw my sisters away.
Yeah, without her knowing.
I saw. I was like, I'm throwing this away. I threw it in the garbage, and my mom was like, "Oh, we have to get you another one because we're not taking anything out of the garbage."
Yeah, here you go. She goes, my ex bought her daughter one, and it died after I watched an episode of Supernatural where they did an exorcism.
Yep.
Yeah. You got like, you guys want to end it, or you want to talk about this Gen V?
I guess we always do Gen V later, I guess. But at least let's talk about the first episode. Let's talk about that first episode real quick.
Okay.
Well, we can do the first two if we'll just mush it together.
Yeah.
But before, how did episode 2 end? Because I don't want to talk about episode 3 and ruin it for you. How did episode 2 end? I don't remember, because I watched it all back to back. She was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
When he blew up in the first episode, right?
Yeah, he exploded himself in the first one.
And then the second one, when they were going through, she was going through all the red carpet events, and she was getting more popular and was able to stay around. What was the end of the second episode?
Does that one end with her not saying the truth and goes with the script, and that's how it ends?
Yep.
Okay, so that's where that ended. Okay.
That's what I mean. She's I care about being the 7 and went with the
episode 3, man. Episode 3, man. They do this really well, where they put the first 2 or 3 out, like Amazon, with like, especially with The Boys, and it's like a little mini movie, and the way it ends is like really hooked. I was
no girl was hanging
out for deer.
Yep. I was like, really? Is this the biggest you ever seen? Oh my god, dude. She's like
relatively.
Really? Yeah.
It's like funny. Yeah. Oh, he's joking with Blue Beetle. He said, most people that have me don't care or understand. Case in point, y'all like Blue Beetle.
Dude, I was telling Tank this unbelievable mural on the west side of Chicago today, or Blue Beetle, and it seemed to really speak towards how much people can really love something that is for them, and I thought that was pretty cool seeing it today.
See if I can find it real quick.
I gotta go over there tomorrow. I'm gonna see if I can take a picture.
Take a picture of that. Oh, yeah, here you go. Blue Beetle mural in Chicago. I think no, this is not the one you said what it was, but is this one?
No, that's not that one.
Different. That one looks pretty cool too.
Because it was like Jaime like taking off half his mask, and you can see Jaime through there. It was really cool.
Yeah. But where is that? West Center, North Avenue. So that's not that far from where you saw the other one.
About, yeah.
Oh, because you have the Beetle Bar and Grill that's not that far from over there. I wonder if that's on Chicago Avenue. Is the Beetle Bar and Grill? I wonder if that's where you saw that logo too. All right. Let's talk about this. Emma likes the fan favorite online.
I can see that. Yep.
Yeah. All right. We'll try. We'll try to keep this one short. I don't think we need to get too much into it. It's just the start of it all.
Let's do it.
All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Crane. We're Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we are going to talk about Gen V, but only episode 1 and 2, because not all of us watched episode 3.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right. It's all right.
Like, you're just robbing yourself of a great episode. I know as soon as this is over, he's going to go and watch it.
Oh, really? I got you now.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about the first 2 episodes. Right now, Amazon has the first 3 out, but next week we'll talk about 3 and 4 and be all caught up, which is fine. But right off the bat, what do you guys think about it so far? Brandon, what you think?
Well, this is definitely set in the boys' universe.
Yeah.
No, I like that it sets pretty much an immediate tone, like right out of the woodwork. You know what you're getting yourself into. I like that the shock value is definitely there. It's, dare I say, there were elements where it was kind of even amped up, which is appropriate because we're talking about younger characters than we've already seen in the boys. So it fits in that regard. But it's still it still distances itself enough from the boys to really stand on its own. Which I really appreciated. It's not necessarily just completely riding the coattails of the boys. It's different enough to where it stands on its own, which I thought was great.
Like it's building on the universe instead of
riding
the coattails.
Exactly. They're building like a bigger universe. So I'd be interested to see if they did anything further besides just Gen V and the boys down the line. And most importantly, it really kept me engaged. It kept me like wanting to watch more and what happens and how crazier it gets, and just kind of how they top themselves more and more with each episode. And it's really, with the mystery that we get at the end of the first episode, really wants me to see more of what develops. So I'd say bravo. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. Pretty much straight away. I thought it made all the right moves.
Yeah.
All those make sense. Everything you said. The first scene right off the bat, I was like, "What the f?" And then her parents, I was like, "What the hell?" And I thought it was very interesting where her sister's response, and how that formed her for the next 5 years. The school that she was in. That was interesting, seeing that. Thing about them going to the adult facility was crazy because it almost sounded like Iron Heights as far as like if you watch The Flash, they put all the special powers in Iron Heights, like it was a prison. Basically, what they were going to do, you don't get picked up and put somewhere, they're going to put you in a prison. And then the whole confusion about what happens in the forest and all that other stuff. That was interesting. In the woods. I thought that was interesting. There was just a lot of cool things. They knew what they were doing, and I was happy that I was watching watching it. And I love how it tied in to everything else. To all the boys' universe, and it showed how Ashley and everyone was like, whatever her, but it made sense. And it's cool to test because I love the college feel. Because when you have that, it's trying to experiment. You're trying to figure out who you are, and I think that's what this is going to be. It's going to be a coming of age, trying to find who you are, but in that universe where you could do crazy shit, like where someone's blood it can be used as a weapon. So man. But when she saved the girl's life, when she was able to draw the blood back in, I thought that was really cool. And then I was thinking, if you knew how to do that, did you practice that trying to figure out how you could have saved your parents? Or you should have saved your parents? And that's why you practiced it before and you knew what you were doing? And
So it
it's
won't
going to
happen
become
again.
and it's going to be a bigger thing that comes up later. So
yeah, she's an R-rated bloodbender.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how her powers are going to expand, because right now it's just her blood, and I'm really curious to see if she's going to be able to control other people's blood or something like that. You know, so and actually be like a bloodbender, like in Avatar. You know, so but we'll see how that goes with her. But right off the bat, the you know, he exploded. You know, question mark. The show started off with a bang. It starts off with 2 bangs. You know, like it is crazy how The Boys always has these first episodes that are just crazy. How that first opening scene. So yeah, that was great. But then as you start going through the first couple episodes, you start getting all the characters, and you start enjoying each one for who they are and kind of stuff like that. You know, and it's very college with the goofiness of like people like falling in love with the jock, you know, the head quarterback guy, you know, type of thing, you know, with what was his name, Luke, you know. So, but yeah, I mean, all of them were just great.
Yeah, I didn't realize until I stumbled upon the credits that was Arnold Schwarzenegger's kid, and then once it sunk it, yeah, he looks just like his dad.
After you see it, you're like, okay, yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was. There were times where I was just kind of during the fight scenes where I was just waiting for him to go like.
That's how he exploded. He had to make that noise.
Not the chopper.
Fall in love with the jock. Well, like, you know, like everyone loves, like, you know, like all the sports guy. You know, like he is the popular kid in school. Literally. You know, they have a ranking system for it, you know, and he is number 1, you know, so yeah, everybody loved him, you know, so yeah, so but yeah, he was cool, but all of them was really great. And then who brought it up here? Horror Geek says Emma, who plays what's her character's
Cricket?
Cricket. There you go. Yeah, so that's like her little nickname. You know, she was awesome. And by the end of the episodes, like all of them, like she is definitely like a fan favorite, and I really, really enjoy her. She's really cool. But all of them, I think I had a lot of fun with. And then I look, I'm like, because I'm like, some of these people look really familiar. So you had the guy who played Andre and the girl who played the main character, Marie Monroe. They're both from Sabrina, the Netflix Sabrina show. So I was like, that's I remember seeing them.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. She was the friend of Sabrina, and he was the uncle, I think. Yeah. So, but I'm trying to think. Like Clancy Brown was great. I love how they tied in with a bunch of the other stuff.
Clancy Brown's the man. He's great in anything he's in.
Yeah, he's so awesome. But you know, even having like a cameo with like A-Train and the Deep was perfect. You know,
number one, the Deep, number 6.
The Deep. No, I don't know.
Yeah, and the cameos weren't terribly in your face, so they served a purpose just to kind of remind you that this is all one. You know that they're building a bigger world. So for them, the way that they had them kind of pop up, it felt organic and not just kind of like you know, I never got like an X-Men Apocalypse vibe from it, where it just, oh, here's Wolverine, remember him?
Forced. Yeah.
No, like it worked.
Yeah.
And you know, just kind of if they do that in small doses, or even if that's the only appearances they make during this entire season, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, but even I liked how like the head people of the school were still in connection with Vought. You know, so you had that connection with like the high ups still know the people at the company who run, you know, the 7 and stuff. Like, because Ashley, she shows up in it a few times and stuff like that. You know, she's at the end of the first episode, I believe. You know, there's like that weird little post credit kind of thing that's not really a post credit. You know, I thought the episode was over, and then she pops up, and then there's like another like 5 more minutes. So yeah, so they're tying it in, but they're not making it so overly done where you're like, I get it, like, oh, it's just a cameo fest, you know. Like Tony said it perfectly. He goes, I feel a Homelander cameo would have overshadowed the story and the characters 100%.
I get that. Yeah,
you know,
I agree,
because it is too much, because you need to have your version of Homelander in the show, you know, that Mr. Popular, but he's kind of crazy, and that's what they were kind of going for. But then it had a nice little switch, and they're really good doing their own thing, and I'm all for it. It's still wild and crazy, and people are doing messed up shit. You know, like Soups, you know, are killing people, and then once the person dies, they're like, "Oh shit, we got to go." You know, so you know
exactly what happened.
Yeah. You know, I was like, "Oh, I've seen this before." You know, a bunch of times. You know, so
let's run.
Yeah, but then they added the twist of, hey, these people are still young, so not all of them are corrupt and jaded and horrible people. And then that's when Marie came in and saved her life, and I was like, oh, that's new for a boy show, you know, because usually, you know, you can't do that in The Boys because Homelander will get pissed. You can kind of do that here, so it works out. So they're just doing another hero show.
Yeah.
No,
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, The Boys and Gen V are very, very different. Excuse me. Oh shit! I thought I muted it. My bad. Yeah, it's very different than Heroes. You know, and it's definitely maybe not besides season 1.
Go to the movie.
Hey, thanks for the subscription, Colleen.
Thank you for the subscription.
Thank you, appreciate it. But I had a lot of fun with it, and I binged them all back to back, and I want more. I wanted more. Like damn it, like episode 4. Like I thought it was right there, but it wasn't. So yeah. I don't know. Anything else you guys didn't like or any last
it was a lot. It was a lot. You know, you don't need to go in knowing there's going to be a lot of stuff. You see a lot of crazy things, and as long as you know that, then you're gonna be okay.
Yeah, if you know what you're getting yourself into and kind of being familiar with The Boys, and if you're okay with the tone of The Boys, but whether or not you're okay with the tone of The Boys, just ready for it to be like just be ready to see that be like quadrupled.
Exactly. They're like, oh, you like that? Hold my beer. That kind of stuff for you.
Yeah.
Amped up on steroids, you know.
Yeah, like one of my favorite scenes, is where Kate, who was the girlfriend of the guy who killed himself, she goes to the dude and is like, go to a store, buy a bat, and hit your balls. You know, it's like, you know, it was like, yeah, because she's so angry, like she just like put the blame on somebody. But then later on, either in that episode or in a later episode, he's in the background hitting himself in the balls, which was amazing. And it was like a blink you miss it kind of thing, but it was like, that's funny. You know, that's super funny. So yeah. So so it's like rated R X-Men.
No, it's like rated X.
Rated NC-17.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would say like borderline softcore porn at times.
Yeah.
Too.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Like
it's get ready.
X-Men.
Get ready.
Yeah. If you've never seen this one, the only problem is, do you guys think you need to see The Boys in order to see this?
No, I don't.
Not that you have to see it, but you have to understand the tone, right, B?
Yeah, you have to understand the tone. Sure, it's not a necessity. It definitely helps. It definitely kind of augments the experience for sure, because you're familiar enough with the universe. But at the same time, I don't think it's like I said, it's disconnected enough to where it can stand on its own. But it helps out, I'd say, or at least being somewhat familiar with it. But really, you could do either or, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the show sets you up enough in this universe where you don't need to see that The Boys to see this first, But like you said, it definitely sets it up and it helps it,
You know why it's important that they start off with A Train, how awesome that was to see the stuff going on and then see that. And how it made perfect sense compared to the original episode of The Boys.
Yeah, like if you were to watch
girlfriend,
like if you were to watch this first and like, oh man, A Train is awesome. He's a great guy. Look at he's part of the 7 now. He's a big superhero group. And then you watch the first like 5 minutes of The Boys. You're like, holy shit! Like
this is a piece of shit. This is terrible.
Yeah. So and then Tony with the deep, that whole section, that whole part is kind of funny. But he goes, is there effing? Is there's some there's genitalia. I don't know if that counts as sex though. There's sexual
small
acts, but it's not sex. That makes sense. But that was funny as hell. That was so funny, man. Where Tony at? Tony said it like really, really good. Speaking of Gen V, homie got a little stroke. The eyeball. Exactly, little stroke.
Little.
So yeah. So it is pretty dirty, stuff like that. All right. But I think that's it for that one. Next week we'll talk about episode 3 and 4 and kind of see where this story's really going. Because episode 3 we didn't get too much into it. But we're gonna talk about that and the next episode next week. I don't even, when do these even drop? Like on Monday?
I guess it's Sundays.
Price. I don't even know when they drop. They just randomly dropped. The first one came out the 29th, which was Friday. Okay. So if it's a Friday thing, that's not too bad. We could always talk about it on Mondays. So, but yeah, this is definitely gonna be a show I think we're gonna be talking about through the rest of the season for it. So if you like The Boys, definitely check us out. But yeah, I think that's it for this one. I appreciate everyone in chat hanging out with us. If you didn't watch it, are you going to or stuff like that? She was holding on to it like a lightsaber.
She wasn't she?
I would say more like a light pole.
I was thinking like the fireman pole.
Fireman pole. Yeah, she did slide down on it. So. Oh man, that scene was like funny. I was watching it at work, so I had like, oh shit. Which I should have known better. I should have known better. I was like, don't watch anything The Boys related at work. So but yeah, if you're watching on replay, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. The like button lets YouTube know we're doing a good job, and the subscribe button allows you to possibly join us live, just like all these guys did in our chat. And you can let us know what you think about our topic that we are talking about at that moment. We are live every Monday and Thursday talking movies, trailers, TV, news, all that good fun stuff. So make sure you come and join us and be part of the show. But if you're watching live, appreciate you guys. Stick around because we are going to finish things up for the night. All right. But I'm done.
Yeah, I'm past. Try not to sleep. I'm done.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna get to bed.
I was tired before we started. I was like, "This is the first day because I'm showing the houses today." So yeah, that's why all my stuff is going because I'm showing my house, and it's so much we're trying to run around and do, and I am just pooped.
Yeah. I like she said, hide the valuables, and you just like put away the Funkos, but left all the slabs.
Because I got cameras on it.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I know if that's missing. Might slide a Funko out.
Be easy.
Exactly.
All right. But man, appreciate everyone in chat, man. We had a bunch of viewers at one point today, so thank you guys. I think we got up to like 19 or 20 at one point. So holy shit, that's a new high for us. But appreciate everyone. Poon's Cat, Tony, Horgy, Professor Fan Film, Brandon Davis, always say. And when you watch Blue Beetle, you need to put it in the group what you think about it. Because he's like, I'm gonna watch it, I swear. I think you might like it. I think you might like it
too. I think he's gonna be
might
mad. He likes it too. He's like, I can't believe this.
He's not going to admit it. He's not going to admit it. Just completely skip it. But yeah, we appreciate everyone coming and hanging out with us. I know there's so many people in chat now. So, but appreciate you guys. Make sure you check out our Halloween movies that we're talking about. We're doing our Halloween must-watch list. We just did Coraline with Kenny Sparks and Jason Entertainment. There should be one coming out tomorrow, and then hopefully every day, but we'll see. But we'll have a bunch of different Halloween movies throughout the rest of the month.
Yeah, I got to join in on that. So
I don't know who that person is on the thumbnails with me and my hair being that short. I don't know that guy.
I know we all need to update our pictures for thumbnails. But cool. Let's get out of here. Appreciate everybody. We will see you guys on Thursday. We got Ahsoka. We got Loki. That is gonna be a long episode that we're gonna jump right into it.
Most definitely. I cannot wait.
Yep. But cool. Appreciate you all. We are out. See you guys later.
See you, fellas.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.